Stay with. Yep. Gotta see something real quick. Oh my. Yeah, what the thing? I don't even know what the heck. What the sheesh? Wrong thing. All right, man. If y'all could hit them likes and share real quick for me, let's get the party started. Y'all want to hop in the box? Let me know. Get this started, man. Let's see. That thing delayed. Wow. What's the deal? What's good? What's up, Petty? Yeah, that's why I was just sitting. I told you I was watching you. That's because I see your name popped up. I'm watching you. I said, let me stare at the screen for a minute. You ain't watching. That thing almost got me too. I did it so early. I like, oh, you done came with some new tricks. I see. I said, no, I'm gonna keep my face like this until it pop up. What's the deal? Tears in the building. That's funny. She about to go come with a whole nother name and stuff. That was funny. They tried to get me today. I think that you was part of that, man. That's slick though. That was slick. Which that was funny. It's something between me and Petty we was laughing about. Man, that was funny. That joke called me all the way off guard. It's gonna delay. Lovely. What's the deal, man? Yeah, I got me a little nice little good topic today, as usual, you know. Some stuff that's gonna shake some feathers and stuff. All the triggering things, you know, in a way. In a way, you know. But if y'all can, there's 17 people up in there, man. Hit them likes real quick. Try to get me to 5K. Share to some nice people, man. Some pro people, man. We looking for the people that's pro this, pro that. You know what I'm saying? Pro woman, pro life, pro all that. You know what I'm saying? All them people. I want to talk to them today, you know? Because the way I be saying it, it's more of a problem than anything. It's more of a reason for us to separate. It's more of a reason to us to argue and fight each other over the dumbest stuff. I'm pro this. That mean if you're not this, that mean I want to beat you up. That's funny. I'm
You know,
pro
it's funny
equality.
when you ask this question. Is being pro anything means you're against something. That's how I think of it.
Most of the time, I would think about it. The more I think about it, you're probably right in a way. You think about it. I prioritize this over anything else, and if you're not this, then F you type situation.
Exactly.
That's the way I've been hearing it lately, though. So I feel like I'm just gonna put it all in the sum and stuff. Like I'm trying to see what is what's the point though? I don't get it. I choose this over that. Like, okay, but how's that better in your life? That's what I'm trying to see. Like, where is the solution that come with this so-called pro
Right.
anything? People be
And
always
why are
talking
you
about stuff for
choosing?
nothing. Go
And
ahead.
why are you choosing the pro over the con? There has to be there has to be something within you that is saying, I choose to do this over this.
hmm I feel you on that. I think the one that made me think about this more was like one of my recent lives. Like a lot of my stuff I be thinking about be coming from other lives and stuff. I mean, previous lives I did or something like that, or other lives too. But I was thinking about this one.
Mhm.
I'm pro, pro petty. I believe you. I believe you.
I love
But I was
her.
thinking about it was this chick that was in here and said she was pro woman, so it made me think about that. That's why I'm like. That's why I took the time. Like, all right, so they got pro woman, pro all the races, pro races and all that stuff, pro
Well, think about
life,
what pro
pro
means.
choice.
Pro means for. It means you're for something.
Oh, and it also mean that you a professional. What the heck? How tears get up here? That just threw me off. Oh, Patty must have let her up.
Not only
I looked away.
what
I'm
I,
like, what the heck? That caught me off guard.
yeah, not
She pro
Hey,
sneaky,
not only.
Susan.
Hi, lovely. I was trying to mute my microphone and I can't.
pro light skin. Oh yeah, right. They've been doing that to people lately. That's weird.
Well,
Ah,
sometimes when that happens to me, I drop down and I just come back in the box, and then I
yeah,
can mute my
And
mic.
it Yeah, and if it don't
I'll
work
do
like
that.
that, because it don't show it at the bottom, do it. If it don't work like that, then you got to do it the hard way. Like it's like you got to press. What is that? It's like with you before you about to save your video, you got to press mute on that.
Hmm.
Did it pop up?
It works.
It
Now
worked.
it
Okay,
works.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, my job was tripping. I was in my full wings live, and she was. I couldn't mute on there. My whole background was super loud. I was at work. I'm like, no, this the perfect time to not mute.
Yeah, for having some flatulence or something like that, that will be a super
hmm
cool what. But the point that I came up to talk about it is like right now it's pretty. Everything that you say, especially lately, I think that we have to dose it like with drops because it's very easy to be that misunderstood, right? So what again confused, in my little humble opinion, is because you have certain belief they want to categorize to be pro or against. And that's where there is the mix up, right? Because just because you have your belief doesn't mean that you cannot respect another person that has different belief, and then either the focus on the difference, focus on the thinking society that we want for all of us. There is something that is being forget, that what you do between closed door in your house, in your environment, is your business. But how you behave in society with everybody else have to be something that they have the basic of agreement that we respect each other, doesn't matter where we come from, and that is almost gone, you know. where everybody, if
Well,
you
that
say, I don't believe in this, now you are again, now you're the enemy, which I never saw that as a threat and just because somebody have different belief than me until these days, you know?
Hmm.
well, that's a good point, though. If you think about it, and with the question that Kev has put on here, are you pro it for you, or are you pro it for you and other people? Like, what are you making that pro be? What are you going forward to? Is it including you or yourself, where you take accountability, or are you actually moving forward and being pro towards other people as well?
That's a beautiful question
Mister
because,
already knows about to get hot in here. What's the deal, Mister?
yeah, it's a really good question because um, when I think about pro or, equality is always, I think, to the we, right?
Hmm.
Now, when I do in my yard, in my room, in my house, of course it's me because it's my space, right? But when I think about the we, is always, um, I like to go hear, it's like a pop music concert, right? But usually, if a group come in my town, it's not just about me. So what everybody is more about. I can work with some music that everybody work with, and be okay with it. Do you know what I mean? I use music for example, but have to be not just what I want, have to be what's the majority, what we will settle for everybody to be happy and have a good time, all of us, not just me. Do you know what I mean?
Like a collective.
Exactly.
I don't want to get. Oh,
So how do you separate the two? How do you be pro for something you want or you desire or you need, and also include other people?
mm,
Inclusion.
right.
Very easy for me. We talk.
I'm
We
a
sit
big
down.
pro human.
We take 3 deep breaths.
But why be that? That mean you against
Right.
animals or something. You know what I'm saying? Why just can't?
Exactly.
It's just crazy, man.
I think that we move away from that time where we sit down and we talk to each other to have a feel of where we come from. Usually, I really believe firmly that the truth is not one-sided. Usually, a good balance is in the middle. So, and without communication, how can you come to the answer? That's my question.
Mm. Many wonders, many wonders. But what's the deal, Mister P, man? I see you up there, man.
Ain't
Um,
not much, man. How you doing? How you doing?
you know I'm good. You know I'm good. I'm good in every hood. It's like no, I'm talking that. I'm pro
Yeah,
hood. It's like, like,
I agree with the statement. You know what I mean? So I kind of spoke on this right before you hopped out last night,
hmm,
but I'm a believer that I want to be a tide that raises all ships. You know what I'm
hmm.
saying? Like I don't care what kind of paint job the ship got. I
Right,
want to bring it
exactly.
up. I'm not trying to sink anyone else. So I just think that the hardest part people have with the pro whatever you throw after it is that we live in like such a selfish world, so people want to hear that you support them, and if they don't hear that you outright support them, then they automatically assume that you're against them.
Yeah, right.
And I don't think that's necessarily the case. Like Touche was talking the other night about supporting his people. you know
Right.
that to me, it can come across as he doesn't want to support me because I don't have the same melanin percentage. It could be
Hmm.
that way, or he could be willing to support someone like me if that person presents themselves and he's not saying he does, but he's not saying he doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, we got
Yeah.
to give people the grace right there instead of automatically assume they're trying to hurt us because they're not proclaiming in that statement that I'm included. So that's just kind of my
Right.
take.
I feel you on that.
Hi, Kev.
What's the deal? 60.
Tomorrow my birthday.
60.
Uh-oh.
Ha-
Party time.
Happy birthday.
Hey, lovely. How are you? Hey,
I'm about to
Mister.
go on your birthday and
Gorgeous.
crash your birthday like you did mine, coming in with my poster and
Yeah,
stuff.
you said.
Y'all celebrate my birthday, forget her birthday. He did me
You
more
know
that
what?
day,
That's
did
gonna
he?
be your tag when you come in there tomorrow. Just come in there and be like, it was my birthday
Happy
on your
belated
show.
birthday, right? That's what I'm gonna say. Happy belated birthday, Cam, 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. And then I'm gonna put you in the big box and sing happy birthday to y'all.
That's funny, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta go, my brother. I came in to say hi to you and lovely. I'll check you later.
All
Bye.
right, for sure, for sure, for sure,
Love you always, 60.
Happy
for
birthday,
sure.
60. Happy birthday.
So, oh, she get to change the name now. Be 61. Be blessed and blessed. Right. All right, let me
Hmm.
go ahead and get to the nitty gritty then, man, because I'm gonna get people to talking now. So, all right, you know, you heard all those, but this pro situation, man, I noticed that every time somebody come out with their mouth on it, it just like it seemed like that it's either them or theirs against the rest of the world, or it's like they looking for a fight. It's all the time. Like if you ever noticed, oh, are you pro life or are you pro what's the other one? Pro choice. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Like why we make up stuff just to and we be mad, super mad. Like we be acting like we about to fight with the people that think the opposite though. That just don't make. Oh, there we go. Now I'm about to get. They go a finger. I thought that gonna want to come up. Let's go. What you got?
Yeah, could I be very honest about it? It's like sometimes when I hear people to become so personal, I really want to say, at which point are we become so nosy? Because
Right.
let me tell you something. I had my experience in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that when a woman is requested or she find herself in a situation, it's never by choice. I never saw the 6-year-old is like, oh, I'm gonna have an abortion one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a drastic measure, right?
Yeah.
So who are we to have a say on somebody else's life? When did we become so judgmental? And when we got the title of the divine, who are we? We should worry about ourselves, become better self, worry about our struggle, how to overcome your struggle. But when we start to get nosy about other people's life, we are in danger. We're lost. That's all I have to say about that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Well, think about it. If you're pro something, a lot of people aren't even pro themselves.
right.
If you're not even for yourself, how can you take accountability for yourself? How can you be safe with yourself? If you're not pro yourself, then I don't know, you're already up against a battle.
Yeah. Why you got to be pro anything? Why you just can't live your life? That's my whole point.
Right.
Everybody be want to be pro something and go against something. Do what you
Mm-hmm.
do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they be trying to
Right.
find groups to validate what they feel and all that. You made
Why do
your
you
life, they
why do
gonna
you
make
have
their
to
life.
pick a why do you have to pick a side? Why do you have to pick pro or con? Why do you have to pick
Mm.
Democratic or Republic? Why do you have to pick the system and not the system? Why do you have to pick something? There's so much divide that goes on within this system. What it does is it actually divides people within themselves. You don't even know who you are because you're so um, you're relying on other people to tell you who you are.
You're right. Yeah.
Another thing that it drives me berserk is like when there was the referendum about, pro-life, abortion, not abortion, right? To me, see 80 years old in line. to have a decision in something that is not even part of their life anymore, I would have take those out because they should not have say they had their kids that did their damage or success. You know, one day we'll know because this society is a mess. So the question is up there. The point is, why you have it say about a life that is no longer even your life? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Why 80 years old they have a say or a vote into if something is legal or illegal if it doesn't even apply in their lifestyle. You understand what I mean?
I get it. So being pro, like, I love the way you put this, Kev. Being pro anything is more of a problem. If you're for something or pro something, you're actually against something too, because you're
Hmm.
fighting for something that you're for, because you're against something. What are you against? Rather than just being, I
It's always
don't
something
know
we
if
got to
that
make a
makes
war
sense.
about. It's
Hmm.
just crazy, man. I think that's just to make people feel a part, because everybody, a lot of people just want to feel a part of a situation or something like that. Oh, and it's like it's a validation thing too, because a lot of people live off that too. You
Mm.
know, it's all
Yeah, that
about I feel
validation.
this way, you feel that way too. We're best friends and stuff. But then when y'all really start talking, it'll be a whole nother thing. So, what
You
is it?
know, to go deep, deep, deep is like all this person, and I call them busybody, right? Because they're so busy about controlling other people's lives and narrative. Because when they have to look at their own life and narrative, it's so sad that they need to evade. You know, when
Mm.
you see the pro, it's like they're in so into it that it's obsessive. And I said, what's your interest in all this? You put so much energy and passion. But why? Why don't you put half of that effort to, because when you ask question about their life, it's a mess.
Hmm.
It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly so. So I say, why don't you put half of the effort to take care of yourself? And then when they ask me for my opinion on what's left, is like, I never even thought about an opinion because I'm so busy to clean up my mess. You know, I don't have time. I really have no time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Right.
me.
Ooh. Well, time is value, and honestly, a lot of people who are requiring validation outside of themselves is allowing them to create a value within themselves that is not even of themselves. So here we are, everybody else is going outside saying, well, what do you think about this? What should I do? What should I do? How should I maneuver? When at the end of the day, they don't go home with you, or maybe they do, but at the end of the day, what do you decide for yourself? How do you create your own value? How do you create your own profession of who you are as within yourself? Are you gonna be impacted by what other people think of you? And I think that's what leads into the identity crisis, is like that people are robbed of their identity at a very young age. But then it's like once you realize who you are, you also have a choice. You also have a choice. Once you realize who you are, be based not upon other people's idea of you. Just like when you get into a relationship, are you in that relationship because of that you want to be there, or is it the idea of the
Yeah.
relationship, what you're trying to maneuver through?
Yes. Yes. Um, you know, when we are on the app, right? Because I just wasn't born so wise, right? It took time and effort. So uh, I did some very dumb stuff in my life, and but it's not about being embarrassed. I took those dumbass stuff because it led me to where I am at today. It was part of the process. But the point is this: I would like, it's like sometimes I wonder, looking back, is like, why did I have the info just at age 50? and I start to have some kind of courage to deal with my skeleton when I saw people on this app that they open up to their skeleton. So I was looking like they're still breathing. So I can do that too, maybe, And really, so I wonder if that process it can help a 20 years old without going through all the pain that I did, right? And maybe that's why I share, and I want to be hopeful because truly in this lifetime, not
Why
everybody
why
will
do you think
understand
why
the
do you
meaning
think
of life.
why do you think being pro anything is more of a problem than a solution? Why would you ever think that? Because me being pro black is never a problem. Why would you think that's a problem?
Hmm. I don't
What's the
think it.
solution to it then?
What do you mean? What's the solution is being pro black? That's the solution.
Okay, how is that helping your life?
How is no, brother. I asked you a question first.
How you gonna ask
So
me a
don't
question?
ask
I'm the one
hold
that's
on,
asking the
don't answer
question.
my question with a question.
So
I'm
you
asking
so say it
you,
again. Go ahead.
how
Go
is
ahead.
being
Go ahead.
pro
We can play this game.
hold on, brother. Hold on. You brought me up, you let me up, you gonna let me speak, or you gonna take me off? Now I just asked you a question, and then you wasn't willing to answer my question, but you was willing to answer me a
What's
question.
Ask the question. You could ask the question,
I'm
man.
asking you, how is being pro anything more of a problem? That's what I'm asking you. How is me being
Because
pro black? Hold on. How is me being pro black a problem more than the solution? That's what I want to know. Answer my question
all right. So
before you ask me a question. And
being
then I'll
pro.
shut you down. I'll shut you down after that. No problem.
You
With your
sound like my
slick back
boy
hair,
Charles.
bro.
Being pro
And the glasses
anything.
you don't need. You don't need to wear them glasses, nigga. You can see just fine. But go ahead.
Is I'm gonna answer? Man, what the heck?
I'm
Boy, you
a, I'm
got
a,
some built up
I'm a,
stuff.
I'm a, I'm a,
You got
I'm
to
a,
be pro. Get
answer the
your life
question,
together.
bro.
That's you need to be. But
I'm a answer the question, bro. Or block me or take my fade, whatever you prefer.
Doc, I'm about to answer your question, my brother.
Okay, answer the question. We listening.
Okay, so being pro anything, right? That mean you're most of the time it's against another situation, or it's more of a way to divide. That's what it is most of the time, right?
How?
Or
How
you
is
choose
that?
to prefer, huh?
How? So being pro Caucasian was
Okay.
more of a discrepancy for them for 500 years. Being pro Caucasian was more discrepancy for them.
That's a problem too. Oh, that's a problem. Pro
How is it
anything,
a problem?
literally
Because they
nothing is taken
accomplished
out
their
that pro
mission.
thing. I
Hold
made this
on,
topic
brother.
for a reason.
Hold on. They accomplished their mission. They got
What
everything they wanted and needed within that 500 years. They got everything they wanted and needed. They got power
what
of
did we
majesty. They got,
get?
hold on, brother. They got power of majesty. They got power of the judicial system. They got power of the economic system. They got everything they needed by being pro them. So you're going to tell me now being pro us is a problem?
No, I said being pro anything. I think if you read the topic again, you need to read that over again because
No,
you
but
might
I
need my
just
glasses.
asked
Remember, you
you a
was talking about my
simple
glasses. You might
question.
need
I
those.
just asked you a simple question, brother.
Yeah,
You still have
I
yet to
literally
answer
just
my
said
question.
that.
So
I
let me
literally,
dumb it down for you. Maybe I wasn't simple enough. Let me dumb it down for you since you're not that educated. Yeah, you can laugh all you want, but you're the one that posed this question.
yeah,
So them being pro them, and I don't have to say who them is,
that's a
got
problem.
them to where they are. So now they can redline you for property. They can understate you at the banks. They can underprivilege you in your schools. They can unalive you by their judicial system. And they can enslave you again by putting you in their judicial system, right? But that was
Okay,
them being pro them. So where's there a problem with us practicing the opposite, being pro us? That's the
okay,
question I
all right. So
have.
I already said it already. I just said we ain't getting no because it ain't no solution to it. Being pro anything. So I don't see where you said them being pro whenever they say they pro whatever. I think every other race works with one another. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to say the words pro this, pro that.
So what's your problem? What's your problem then?
I don't have no problem. The problem is
What
we ain't
is your
getting no
problem
solution.
saying? You just said being pro anything is more of a problem than a
Yes.
solution
Yes,
nowadays. But it
because
is nobody's problem but ours. So why are we not unifying and being pro what we are?
right.
Why do you feel that is a problem for us to unify and be pro us? You can
Because where's
smack
the
your lips
solution
all
at? You
you
still never
can
told
smack
me the
your teeth
solution.
all
That's the
you want,
problem.
nigga.
We keep yelling about a certain
Really
thing,
quickly,
but
hold
we
on,
never find no way to
hold
come
on,
with one.
really,
Come with
Why?
come.
No, what are you doing?
real quick.
Not them. No, 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 brother.
J
Hold
real.
on. Whoever talking, let me
First off,
talk
you
to the
came in, you
host.
said,
Hold up, I'm
No,
just
I
trying to
got
hold on,
problems.
entertain
J
this
real.
real
I
First
quick.
got
off, you
problems
need to
with the
calm down
host.
because you came into the
No,
room,
you
somebody
need
else
to
was
calm
speaking, and
down.
you just talked right
You
over
need
them.
to calm
So
down
you
and
need
be
to
quiet while
understand
I'm talking.
that
I'm not done
that
talking.
you aren't the
Let me
king
talk
of
to
the
the
room
host.
here.
Yeah,
This
he
is
be
Bro,
like that at every
Steadfast,
live. I
and
know
you
just
this
don't
be
need
guy.
to
I know
quiet
him
represent.
for sure.
and let me talk to. Let me finish my
Hey,
conversation with
midnight,
the
you
Let
ain't
me
host,
got to.
finish
bro.
my
You ain't even got.
conversation.
I'm just having fun right now, man.
So
I'm just trying
yeah,
to wait
have
till he.
fun. Have
I'm just trying
fun.
to wait till he get all
Have
his
fun when
traumas
this
out
is
so I can
serious.
talk. I'm gonna let him get
Have
all his
fun when
traumas
this
out so I
is
can talk.
serious. Have fun when this is serious.
So
How do you
when you gonna let
feel,
me
Okay,
talk then?
bro? How do you
he's not
feel
going to
black
let you talk.
people, bro?
He
Bro,
came over here to talk to himself.
no, I came up here to talk to you while you think this is a joke. You don't have a pretty
Yeah,
ass smile.
it is
You
a
need to be
joke. It
quiet
is a
and
joke.
listen to what I'm
It's a
saying
joke
fully.
because you only
Well,
listening to
So
yourself.
then be quiet and listen to what I'm saying fully. Stop
It's
interrupting me.
hard to
Stop
listen to what you're
acting
saying whenever you're
disinterested.
going on three different
Bro,
tangents at
be
once
That's so
that
quiet.
don't
funny,
Shut
dog.
the
complete
fuck
a
up.
thought.
But this how you.
Just be quiet, bro, and let me speak.
Yes, sir.
Nobody's telling you to interrupt me. And if
Yes,
you're a
sir. I'm
man,
sorry, host.
if you're a man and have maturity, you will allow me to speak before you
I
Well,
respond.
got you,
well, see,
sir.
Now,
I will never mess
okay,
up
be
again
quiet.
like
Ain't
that. I'm
nobody
that's
letting
sorry.
me
funny.
speak though. Ain't
That's
nobody
funny that
letting me
you
speak
speak
though.
about maturity and allowing you to
Bro,
finish
be
your sentence
quiet.
because
Bro,
somebody
your
else was
name is
literally in the
McKnight.
middle of talking
Your name is
as you came
McKnight.
up and
You
started
have an
talking over them.
ugly
So
black
that
name.
would
Be
allow me to
quiet.
believe that you don't have
Bro, I
maturity.
am not
So
done
are you
speaking.
immature? That is my
Once,
question. Are
once
you
you
immature?
shut the fuck up, then I
I
will
feel like
converse with
There's
the
you.
no
answer
way
is yes.
somebody can have this much trauma in their
You
body
cannot,
to go on each
you
app and
cannot
do this each
respond.
room.
You cannot respond to what I'm saying unless you listen to what I'm saying fully. So I need
Okay,
But
everybody to
you
sir.
be
didn't
quiet and
listen
let
to
me
anything that
actually speak.
anybody else was saying.
Eh,
So it's
eh,
kind of
am I
difficult to
am
do.
I
This is
allowed to
fun.
respond? Am I
This is
allowed
fun.
to
He not
respond?
even letting me respond, so I don't doubt you gonna be able to say anything. I
No,
already know who
and
this guy is, though. He funny to me,
no,
though, man.
and it's amazing because this person was actually
All I'm
like we
saying,
became friends
nobody don't lose
through
y'all emotion on here. This I
through
love testing
through
myself on this.
TikTok. Through TikTok, you actually like you're my friend. You're my friend on TikTok. Jaw the realist,
Man,
you're
why
my
he
friend on
leave,
TikTok.
man?
So yeah, so there must have been some sort of connection, but here you are um
I want
creating
him to come back. I have
I,
fun, man. I have
I
fun.
know. I
I
don't
love it.
understand. I know you do. I know you do. And I was like, wait a minute, where did this?
But
But you
look,
know what's crazy is I was on a really great live earlier, and we were talking about the judicial system, child support, and all this stuff. And honestly, the one comment that I saw him make was, "Why are YT people here?" Why are white tea people here? And I was just like, but I stayed on that panel for a long time. We had great conversations. It was a beautiful movement of multiple different facets of people who were understanding everything that our experiences, everything that you're going through, everything that the system creates. And then to have a person come on here and to still say you're still against like creating like community. I just I don't get it. And maybe that's why I hug
yeah, he
lions. I don't know. I don't know. But I apologize for that because I was like, damn, was like, why did
no.
you make
What
me
the
my
heck? You
friend
act
if
like
you're so
you act
against
like I couldn't
me?
block him, man. You act like I couldn't block him. That's funny. But no, the thing is, I do different stuff for a reason, though. And oh yeah, I
I
appreciate that
agree.
midnight, man. But I just didn't want none of y'all to lose it, man. I didn't want y'all because
Oh,
that's
dude, no, I was having
Nope,
fun. Like,
yeah. Okay, I'm
because
about to
my
say
thing
yeah. I'm about to
is,
say I'm
we
just having
didn't.
fun though because I already know this guy. I mean, I don't know him like that, but I've seen him in different lives and I've seen him come in my live before. Actually, Petty, I blocked him before out of just anger, right? But then Petty had unblocked him, like, I want some words with him or something like that. But you know what? I was like, I know exactly who this is. So I was like, all right, let's just go ahead and entertain this though. But you
Well,
know,
I thought it was
I'm just having
hilarious
fun.
because like he came up saying that like he needs to be able to talk, you need to let him talk. But he literally cut off like he came into the room, cut off everyone, and didn't let anybody else say anything. And so I was like, bro, what are you talking
Wild.
about? And he said, if you don't let
Honestly,
me talk, you're immature. And I was like, okay, well, hold on,
Exactly.
let's go through
Yeah.
this logically.
honestly, I had to leave the live because
I
that
know.
kind of
I seen
energy,
you do
I
that.
can no longer take it. I cannot. It's like it's
Can't take
unhealthy
people like
for
that
me.
serious, man. That's not serious. It wasn't
No.
that serious. You ain't even
But
see
you know
me
what?
snapping on here for
But
real. It
Cat,
wasn't that
You
but
gotta
serious.
have
Cat,
some thick. You
I
but
gotta
really
have
Cat,
feel
some
sad
thick
for people that's
skin
like
when
that
you're
though.
here.
but Cat,
I feel sad for people that's
but
like that
Cat.
because
I just
Mhm.
want to say something. I like to me it's important to say, especially the month coming up, because when the season change, there is a lot of mental health, right?
yeah,
So people like this is like, I really wish that I have a therapist. I wish because you're exposing how you feel within, and
yeah,
that's to me is not okay. It's not
yeah.
okay. People like that need to be told, look, I don't know what hurt you, and I feel bad for you, but please get help because this way of behaving is not okay. It's
Yeah, he
not.
already know that though. You ain't gonna be able to talk to him like that because he already.
Right.
That's one of them unhinged guys we be talking about, right? It's you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying. It's the
And
reason why I let him talk like that. My boy Wolf in the building.
hey,
What's the
Wolf.
deal, man? But yeah. That's just like I said. I be feeling. I actually feel sad for people that's just like that though. Because it's like I see him do that in every room. A bunch of people done blocked him and all type of stuff for real. Because he just come in here and he try to take over everybody's panel and stuff. But I think it's something that's there's something going on in people's life that's like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Well,
prime example of
Mhm.
you remember like how we say how unhinged people look like, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yep.
like you gotta stay away from people that's like that. It's no point of matching energy or anything like that because you won't get anywhere.
Mhm.
And most of the time they're gonna end up doing something crazy or you're gonna do something crazy to them or end up in jail. So you gotta either walk away or certain situations is like that. But I really just showing y'all, even though I do this to test my own because I preach on emotional control and all that stuff, so I just wanted to see how much I could take.
Mhm.
Even though it's funny to me now. I told you I turn my triggers to laughing now. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff ain't that serious for real. They just
Kev,
I'm
Kev,
so
man,
glad you
Kev,
brought
man,
it
you my
with
little brother,
that,
man.
Kev.
You need to have a
You my
crash
Kev,
course
you my
because
little
you
I'm
brother.
need to
so
teach me that,
wait.
you
What's
know?
the heck? There's so many people saying
I'm
that.
so glad. I'm so glad Kev brought it that way because he wasn't on you weren't on the live that I was on earlier. And
Hmm.
I was in that live for like 5 or 6 hours just listening to it while I was
Yeah.
working. I was on the panel. We were talking about the system, talking about everything. And then I seen him come up into the live saying, why are YT people here? I was like, wait, we also are part of this system too, and
Yeah, you
then to
can't take
see
them
him come
serious.
on this, yeah, but then but he requested me as a friend, and I was like, wait a
Hmm.
minute,
That's
like
tough.
you added me as
Oh,
a friend,
when
and it's like,
we'll get that
so
mic.
how how does that incorporate to you? This is what people need to do. They need to pay attention to who they're following, who they're ingested with the conversations that they're having, the understandings that the discernment is really coming in fiery. And that's why I
Yeah.
said my pro is on my pro right now.
Man.
I'm,
Wolf,
I'm,
what's
I'm,
the
I'm,
Lovely.
deal,
To
I'm
man? I
gonna,
know
I'm
you
answer
was
gonna
trying
your
let
to
you
slip
know
in
though.
real
question,
Like
quick.
seriously,
lovely. To answer
yeah,
your question, why he has you as a friend, thinking like that, it's like the white men say that he's now racist because you have a black friend.
Hmm?
In reverse, that's why people like that they have you as a friend
No, he got you as
to
a
show
friend
that they
just to
are the
troll you. That's
victim,
all. That's
right?
what
He
he
got
do.
he
That's what
got
he
you
do
as
on
a
his app.
friend because he liked that profile pic. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to preach one way, but then he was like, maybe I can get this
Should I
money as
change
well.
it?
Like, that's all it's
Nah,
about.
nah,
You know,
he
and now
that's what he do on his
the
app.
end
That's
result.
exactly what he do though. I know Wolf, you been saying how to say something. What's the deal, my
you
brother?
my
Hey,
One of my
brother,
Wolf.
favorite
man.
men on
What's
the app,
going
man.
on, brother? How y'all
How
doing,
are
man?
you, Wolf?
I'm good. I'm good. Kev, I tell you, I haven't went live lately. I go live every
Right.
once in a while now. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, like it's because of people like that, man. Have y'all
You was
noticed,
there?
man? Like,
You seen
huh?
it? You
Come
seen
on,
it?
man. You're the Kev. You
What?
know I'm like it, but man, they don't call me
I
no
see why
secret
they
ghost
call
for
you Ghost.
nothing.
That scared me. I'm like, I didn't even know you
Exactly.
seen it.
I
I'm
mean,
glad
like,
you ain't come in here because I ain't want you. I ain't want nobody. I ain't even want because I
man,
was hoping that midnight wasn't serious either. I ain't want nobody to just because, like I said, it's just pay attention to how people that's like that. You can just stay quiet and see that because a lot of people it's just not worth trying to go back and forth, especially on the internet. Ain't nobody about to do nothing in person, right? Yeah, that's why it's just like, what's the point?
yeah, man, it's just like this one dude, man. This other dude, right? Early, I was invited into a live, and I'm listening to him, and I was like. And he was like, "Yeah, I got this brother up here that want to say something." And I was like, "Man,
That's
don't
my
you ever?"
boy.
I forgot his name. Man, but I'm gonna go back to it because he tried to friend request me, whatever. I said, "Brother, don't you ever invite me to this? Don't ever invite me to this ridiculous live ever again. You talking that
Mm-hmm.
tomfoolery, bro." I was like, "Don't ever do that. Don't ever disrespect me as a man like that ever again." I was like, what do you, I mean, like, it's the things that people do now. If you're not divisive, they come in places where to put that divisive energy at. You know what I mean? They come in and say some of the most ridiculous, craziest things on the planet. I mean, like we can't even say certain words on here now. That's why, Kev, you hear me slowing down sometimes because I got that. You know what I'm saying? Once I come through like a trucker. I don't stop. So,
A
but
trucker that don't
man,
give a mother.
I come through like a trucker that break the gear shift when I'm going 100.
I was just
I ain't
gonna say
stopping.
stick shift, like a
For
stick
Yeah.
real.
shift,
I break that stick shift right off and
changing
I keep going
gears.
for real. But my thing is that it's a lot of people that come in here with this divisive, hateful stuff that goes on right now. In our
Mm-hmm.
lives like that, our lives is always trying to bring stuff to the forefront, get positive energy. And then it's like TikTok sends them to us. Like TikTok know what they doing because these people do not come in lives like we have them. They don't never show up. They like, oh, here's a keyword. Let me go over there and just be
Facts.
ridiculously
Right.
crazy and then try to
But
get them kicked out or get them suspended or get them banned.
Exactly.
but
Yeah, it ain't gonna work
Wolfman,
on
That's
me.
their
but
whole point,
Wolfman, the
you know.
point that Kev was trying to tell him, if he would have taken a breath for a second, is like being a pro anything. He came here under the assumption that Kev was saying be anti pro-black, which is never. It's a being anything. I don't even have English as my first language, and I understand what he meant.
You
So
Yeah.
know
he
what?
came
But
here
my
with
thing
an
is,
Because
y'all.
attitude.
Okay, I'm gonna
people
say
have a
this
lack
right
of
here.
common
Then.
sense. And
The
oh,
thing,
my fault, Kev. My
no,
fault.
I got you right after. But I was about to say the thing is, you got to realize that some people you cannot try to make sense out of because they don't even know if they can make sense themselves sometimes. So you gonna get confused because they're
Mm-hmm.
already confused themselves. So some stuff is just not meant to understand. They like I said, if you know this guy, right? I done seen him a few times, and the first time I did meet him, right? I blocked him just off because I never had experience talking to him though, because the way he was acting, I was like, "What the heck?" You just, but then you know what I'm saying? What you call it? Unblocked him just to, I guess, to mess with him or whatever. But that's the reason why I did that today because I'm like, I already know when I know you already. It's no point of getting mad. You know what I'm saying? Same thing I had to
Right.
do with Charles. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm-hmm.
know who I'm dealing with, so it's no point of me express myself getting mad and stuff because from that point you just playing the game he playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's no point of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how mad
Mm-hmm.
I can get. You think you mad? I'm madder than you. Like, what's the point? We're not getting anywhere. And like I said once again, there's
Right.
no solution at the end of most of this situation. You know, it's just more of a problem.
Hey,
I
Kev, I
want to
just
just
want to put out
interject
here,
one
man.
thing
I just
Can
want
I
to
really
have
tell
a
Exactly.
quickly.
heads
y'all.
up
I just
next
want to
time?
tell
Um,
y'all right now that
uh,
I'm pro telling them the STFU. That's what I am.
well, so really quickly, I wanted to interject because, like, so I saw Kev having
For
fun with that.
real.
I
Huh?
saw Kev having fun with that, and so I took that as a chance to come in here and just cut the fuck up and just wild out. So,
That's funny, dog. That was dog.
Man,
That's
Kev, man,
crazy.
it's time. Don't worry about
I
it though,
really
Kev, because
appreciate it.
Kevin, I just want to let you know, brother, that really soon, I'm going to be because I was invited to do to speak to a couple of colleges out in
Mm.
Pennsylvania, so about my book and like I
Wait,
said,
before you say anything real quick, I gotta do something real quick. I need all y'all. especially the men, to follow Wolf, man. If you're not following him, man, because he hold men accountable. Remember the stuff? I
Mm-hmm.
always throw his name in there too. They be like, "Have you know a live that actually hold men accountable?" I'm like, Wolf Gang, Wolf Gang. But they still the women get mad at him. But it's just like, dog, he getting us together for sure. I ain't gonna lie, and I love it. You know, I love that stuff, man. And he got a book, man. Y'all got to get that book off Amazon. Go ahead and hit that up. You know.
Yeah,
But
man.
go ahead.
And my link is in my profile too, y'all. So
Yep.
fellas and ladies, I advise y'all to get it too because it'll tell
Mm-hmm.
you. If reading my book will tell you the type of man that you're supposed to have in your life.
Right.
So I mean, like, and
Exactly.
then you can,
I'm
and
gonna say you
fellas,
had
And
me, you had me,
I
and as holding men accountable. I will
oh,
buy the book just on
hey,
that.
hey, Kev will tell
well,
you
and
on if
Wolf.
I can mention anything about that about my book, and on page one, as soon as you open and read on page one, it's accountability is in
Mm-hmm.
bold letters
Y'all
on
see
page
that
Yep.
one.
red up there?
Yeah.
You know what was crazy is that the live that I was on earlier, we were talking about the system and everything. The word accountability comes up. The word accountability comes up. Everybody is not looking at themselves. And I
Nah.
love the fact that Wolf speaks on this, Kev speaks on this. There are more men speaking on accountability than there are women. And I
Don't say that. You about to
wish,
make the room jump to 300.
well, because I have to get off
You
because I
gotta
have
say
another appointment because I
oh,
have
that's
an
how you gonna do. You
appointment
gonna
to
try to
go
drop the mic
into.
like that and get me told. It's like, no, I don't care. I'm ready for the smoke today. What you call it? Hey,
Yes,
he warmed me up today.
I mean, like,
yes,
That
I'm
boy turned into the
telling
host
you.
on me. I was like, all right, sir, I'm sorry. You the host. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And this
Kev,
is what I.
if I can say Kev though too, man, that's the thing though. It's that when a lot of them ask, a lot of women ask that of me all the. You be in my lives, Kev. You know, come on, and they ask all the time, and I tell them I go straight to my book. I don't even try to come up with some explanations out of everything because I was given. God said, "Here, write this." He
Okay.
said, "Take this pen and hold this pen," and he took off with it. I said, "Bet I'm with that," because I hold
Mhm.
myself accountable for the things that I've done and the choices and decisions that I make. And then a lot of women come in my lives and be like, "So who holding men accountable?" I'm like, "Didn't you just hear anything I just said?" Like they literally ask the question after I read page one of my book. Every time I start, ladies, I read page and fellas, I read page one of my book because it tells the men to take a deeper look within themselves, weigh their
Right.
pros and cons, make sure that they fix that, make sure that their pros outweighs their cons, because we can never be perfect, and take accountability for the decisions that they make and choices that they make. That's on page one of my book. I read that every time. Do you know that ladies, when
What the
some
fuck?
women be in there right the whole time and then ask this, they'll say, "Well, who holding men accountable?" I'm like, bruh, I
They
can't.
wanna be angry. They just wanna be angry. Doesn't
Because
matter
I
what
think,
they say.
yeah, go ahead.
I can't
They
deal with that,
wanna
kid.
they wanna be angry. It's like almost like, did you just hear what I just said? Because they're so in that anger train that they cannot see nothing but red. I really believe
Yeah.
that.
Right. Well, I think the main thing is that I think their way of holding accountable is just like how you see the empowerment rooms they be having and stuff. They want us to bash each other. That's the way we hold. They supposed to hold accountable. That's what it is. He's no good, mother. You know what I'm saying? They want us to talk like that. That's when, you know what I'm saying? But we talking too, I guess we talking too nice and stuff. Hey, I need you guys to, make sure that you wait. Don't do this. Don't, the whole 90-day list you got and stuff. They hate that. You know what I'm saying? They hate it like, dang, but then again, it's taken away from me. But they show the type of character they is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Because they've been
hey,
living this life all this time.
but
Manipulating,
Well,
manipulate man. That's what it is, flat out. This is
right.
manipulation.
The
and
thing
that's the
about my
thing,
book is,
Kev, is that you can't force someone to be held accountable. Accountability comes from within self.
Yeah, most
You
definitely.
can't force them to be held accountable.
but
Once,
they
No,
but
always
once you
expect
pres,
us to hold men accountable.
Right.
Hey, well,
Right. There.
you might need my mic. Your voice is super low on that one.
Who? Mine? My
Oh,
voice?
you good now. You good
Oh,
now.
oh, my fault, Kev.
I
I mean,
think
like, but
I
that's the
think
thing, though. They don't understand, Kev. You know, I talk about it all the time. I talk about the dynamics that women have completely forgotten within themselves, and the dynamics between man and woman. They
Mhm.
completely throwing it out the window. They don't, and it's not that they don't want to understand it. It's literally because the majority of them are completely oblivious to it, fam, because of
Yeah.
how they were raised, who they
Uh
listen
huh.
to, how they act towards it. I mean, they completely obliterated themselves from the natural understanding and the dynamics between man and woman. And Kev, they're gonna be mad because when I go live, my next live is broke women always call men broke.
can I say
Yeah.
something
Well.
though? Can
Oh,
I say
and
something?
oh, go ahead, Susanna.
Because I always, and I'm sorry, lovely, because this is fresh. Wolfgang, I really mean good. I kind of want to challenge you in that, right?
Sure.
Because sometimes it's good to trigger the right people, right? But
Yeah.
there are the one that you don't want to put fuel to the fire. And what I'm saying, on those people that they just see red, right? I believe that another person they used to see red and they heal from that kind of pain because to me, when you strip down even those, there still hurts children. Somebody have made a disservice on those. They just grow and choose a different path. To me, it's that simple. So the point that I'm trying to make is that call me crazy, but I believe even try hard
RN, what's
to
the deal?
understand and loving even those is gonna get to a better answer. Because I believe that everybody's savable.
I
If you
believe
can reach
you
them, you can
Here's
what
the
reach
thing, though. Here's the thing,
Tiziana.
Tiziana.
I believe
Eh,
everybody is savable too, but what
that
coming
part.
from the man's perspective, though, I'm gonna tell you from the man's perspective because I can't tell you from the women perspective. From the man's perspective, I do believe that everybody is savable, but it's they choose not to want to be saved in
Facts.
situations that could be
Facts.
Exactly.
beneficial towards
Don't
them.
save
They
her. You
know
don't
it,
want
but
to
they
be
don't
saved.
want it. They don't want it because they want to be socially correct with everybody else.
Yes.
So they're
Facts.
feeling they're
Some
going to
Facts.
be
people are
left out.
comfortable. They're comfortable in their chaos. They're comfortable in their
Yeah.
chaos. You can't force somebody to change. You can't force somebody to maneuver. You can't force somebody to be accountable. What you have to do is not change that other person. You got to change you.
Yeah.
You have to respond to that.
And people
Yeah.
like myself, we give out the information. It's up to you to accept the information or
Mm-hmm.
not.
Yeah.
Even
Mm-hmm.
people see the thing is though, Tiziana, is that people they literally go against common sense and they know they do. Even when they're saying it, they say it with shaky voices because they know what in their mind they're fighting with them the morality within them when they know that it's not right, but they want to be socially correct like everybody else, thinking that social media is going to cradle them, is going to protect them in their life, is going to make them feel better, is going to make sure that they're taken care of and everything is done for them in their life, when actuality it does not do anything for them but only harms them further. And that's why I always say broke people give broke people advice, and
Mm.
that's where it's coming from. It's coming from this just this not necessarily broken in relationships, but a broken
Mm-hmm.
mindset of how they supposed to be within life itself. So, and because a lot of people always say, well, it is because the relationship is, it doesn't even have to be a relationship that they're broken. You know what I mean? It could be, and everybody always say
Exactly.
trauma. I'm gonna leave the trauma part out because we know that goes unspoken. But when you're doing things that you know that's detrimental to your personal growth, detrimental to your mental, emotional, and spiritual growth, and you going against it, knowing that it's bad, but you still do it, those are the type of people that we're talking about. And that's
Yeah.
what people don't understand
Exactly.
because they're
Uh,
cramming everything and everybody in one box. That's the reason why
Mm-hmm.
men, I'm not gonna, I have to say it because it's the truth. That's the reason why men move different than women, because we compartmentalize easily, because we
Right.
separate things so that we know, because we know if we get emotional, like if we let our emotions get out of control, our emotions are different. We result literally to physical violence. You know,
Right.
and a man's
Dang, I
violence
was just about to let him talk.
and a man's violence is different than a woman's type of violence in most cases. You know what I mean? Because of the natural strength that a man possesses. TikTok, this is for entertainment
Mm-hmm.
purposes only, but we know that we have to possess a certain
Oh,
amount
okay, for
of
sure, brother.
self control. So what we do is we compartmentalize. So we don't cram everything together, and that's what they're doing with the societal steps and these societal things that they're doing. They're cramming them all in one box and try to take one thing and justify it for everything that they talk about. That's why some
Mm.
women mention the word misogyny, don't even know the definition. Now they talk about that's a fallacy.
Exactly.
They don't even know the definition of fallacy. So they don't even know the definition of misandry. But the things that they talk about, they just use other people talking points and think they know what they're talking about. They People like myself, I'm studying psychology right now, but I am certified in two other things. Kevin know about it. And what they do is that I have to study statistics. I have to study very, very powerful statistics. Just like my reason why my next subject is broke women always call men broke. That's because I know the statistics with that. And that's going to be my next thing. But what they're
Mm-hmm.
going to do is they're going to keep on digging holes and try to find out something else. No, that's not true because I dated broke men. Well, that's personal. We're talking
Mm.
about a generality, coming from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. I have that from April 2023, which is going to shock the whole world when I go live with it. But what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Tiziana, is basically is that these people go against the morality of what they know they shouldn't do, shouldn't say, or how they act, just to be justified with the social construct. That's what I'm saying, and that type of people like that.
That part.
So I'm
And
gonna
can
do
I
a
can
I
I can I
understand.
tap into what Wolfgang said?
I got
Is
you
it
right
like you
after. I
say?
just want to do this break real quick. I want to, well, for the people that's in the box, if y'all can throw the couple shares out or whatever and hit the FYPs, and the people that's outside the box, I got 44 people. Hit them likes real quick for me, man. Try to give me the like. Give me the 5K. I thought I was gonna do that a while ago. 5K, and if y'all can share the 10 people that that's kind of like some like-minded people or some people that's we can get to that topic that's pro something. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give them another point of view of how this pro thing is doing. You know what I'm saying? How it's more of a problem than a solution nowadays. Y'all can bring a couple of what's that one dude? Bring a couple of him in here. Them J dudes in here. I talk to
Ooh-wee.
him.
Done.
I'm out here, Kev. I send emotions out. So I mean, I really want the ladies in here to understand that when I do speak, because Kevin, like Kevin said, I'm really tough on the men. I'm really tough on them. I don't let my foot up off their neck, so to speak. Entertainment purposes only.
That's
But
because he musclehead and he don't let us go nowhere.
the facts. but at the same
Get your.
time, but at the same time, I do have to address, ladies, that I'm tough on men for the man to make the necessary changes in his life to be the man that all the women are saying that they are looking for. But ladies, you also have to look within yourself, and you also have to know that you have to compliment that man once he becomes that man. Because if he makes all the necessary changes in his life, don't think for one second that you're not gonna have to make no changes either. And that's
Mm.
why a lot of women be like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you're gonna have, if he
Mm-hmm.
don't accept you for who you are, then he's not for you. No, you don't even accept you for who you are. That's why you still single. That's why you still running
Mm-hmm.
into the same dudes that always treat you bad. That's the reason why you keep running into all of these brick walls, and then you get mad at everybody, become broken, and listen to broken women who gives broken women advice, and the broken women go choose broken men and then complain about how they're further broken.
Yep.
So
And
Wow.
Welcome.
I love how you do this, Wolf, is you break down words. And a lot of people don't understand, like, and I've said this on Kev's Live for like 2 years now. Expectations. People will put expectations upon somebody else that they don't even know how to meet. And that then what they're dealing with is a problem of acceptance. What you accept and what you expect and what you like the people don't even know how to break down words, or that's where communication lies within that. It's like, look, if you're doing this to somebody else, but you also tell other people that I don't want this done to me, then what are you doing? What are
If
you doing?
right, if I may, Kev, because I got of course Miss Lion in here, and she's very very like she's
We
quietly
love hobo.
passive aggressive though. But she asked me the question. She says, "So I'm assuming you don't believe morals are a social construct?" No, morals are not a social construct because God created us with morals. That's not a
Mm.
construct. That is something that we were created with. That was, if you know, for those who don't, you know, for whatever your religion may be or however you may think of it, whatever it is, morals were in you. They were planted in you. That's why when you feel like you're doing something wrong, you're fighting on the inside of it. That's why you have conflict in your mind, because that's your moral compass is kicked in. Like, you know it's wrong to steal. And if you're thinking about stealing, you hesitate to do it, or you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's because your inner moral compass is kicked in. You know, we know that it's wrong for, because some people, we know some people are, you know, of a different breed or whatever you want to call it. Let's just say of different mindsets, where some people just don't care. But when you genuinely care about your surroundings, the people around you, your family and stuff like that, you know that your inner morals stops you from
Mm-hmm.
doing a
That's what
lot
I'm
of
about to
things
say.
that you
So really
And
shouldn't.
ain't
quickly, I
Go
had
ahead.
I
like
had
it
one
ain't
question for
Auntie
Wolfgang.
Tom, it's over. You shouldn't have talked about this. No, sorry.
Uh, so no, just because I have a quick question. So gypsies have the School of Seven Bells, right? The
I don't
School of
know
Seven
enough
Bells is
gypsies,
teaching
so I
their
don't know.
children how
Boy, you
to
too close to that
pickpocket.
mic.
And well, I'm trying to. My daughter's in here, so I'm trying to get away from her a little bit. Um, but like the School of Seven Bells teach you how to pickpocket, and so from a very young age, their children are raised with their knowing that they're going to have to pickpocket and con to survive. Would you say that their morals would then be a construct of their society?
Hmm. What I would say, you know, because you know, I'm gonna answer it the best way that I can. When a child does it, look at the child's face, because when children do things that they know that it's always it's in us. When I see children do things they not supposed to do, they have this look in their face like they're disgusted by it. Like, because they know. That's why when they get caught doing something wrong, you see how easy how they fold and how they automatically go into knowing that it was wrong. When you don't even it's I guess it's come from what I've seen and what I've, you know, showed people, what I discuss with people, talk with families and married couples, and, you know, women with children, fathers with children. It's still within, even though it's taught, it still feels bad. Regardless of how it's taught, it just still feels bad.
Well, in the
It
School of
But
Seven
reminds
I
me
Bells,
would
of
like to
whenever
give
the kid
something.
shrinks away, it's because a bell went off and not because they feel bad stealing.
or disappointment.
Can I? But
Disappointment.
can I?
They feel like they're doing something wrong to somebody else. There's a
But can I give
disappointment in
another
there.
Well,
perspective?
it's a disappointment that I'm letting down my family because this is how we're going to eat and survive.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
can I
that's
give another perspective?
okay. I mean, like, that is taught though. That's
But
taught.
can I give another
Right.
Sure,
perspective?
sure,
Right.
sure,
what
sis.
you got,
Disappointment is
Ted?
taught.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
have
let you.
another perspective. So, and this is because I lived it, right? So my mother, one time she was in a tangent because my father was a gambler, so there was never money. How to make the family survive? So she read in a book that if she give us the red part of the egg with some lemon and salt, that's enough protein and everything to make us go until lunchtime, right? Well, I tell you what, by 9 o'clock, I was so starved that I saw the snack. I knew it didn't belong to me, but my stomach wanted that snack so much. All that thought process that you had, I didn't have. I went for the snack, got caught stealing, and when they asked me why you did, I said I was hungry, right? I got in so much trouble. So you see, it's like what is important, and I see in the school in America, there are children, especially with the price that they're hungry. So if I hear that somebody does, I don't care how the face look. I
But
think that child, he was hungry and he went for some food.
but
So the problem is, how can we feed the children of this country? That's what I think. I don't think of the process that you do.
well,
Does that make
Tiziana,
sense?
if you think about it, in the midst of your conversation, you still had that thing in you because you said, even though I knew it was wrong, but I was
Right.
hungry. That means your moral
It
kicked
was
in.
in it. Right. I was just about to
It
get to
knew
that
Mm-hmm.
that
too.
because you knew it was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the
From
same
your
people that
own
claim
mouth.
they got intuition and all that stuff. Like, how you gonna
Yeah,
have how
from
that's
your
going? That
own
mean it's
mouth.
something inside of you, right?
Yeah, so
Well,
even
because
though it's
think about
survival,
it.
you're still innate morality kicked in because it comes clearly from you. I knew it was wrong, but I was hungry.
You get taught intuition.
Well, think
Mhm.
about it. If you didn't take that snack, would you still be here today? The
So,
survival mechanisms is so
uh,
powerful.
I mean, like that's the thing that I try to help people understand. Kevin, like I said to everybody here, it goes back to the dynamics. It's always going to
Mm-hmm.
go back to the basics. Everybody, what people are missing and then they got rid of are the simple basic things. You can't,
So
just
simple.
like that's why you gotta, what they say, you gotta crawl before you walk, you gotta walk before you run, you gotta et cetera, et cetera. You gotta start with the basics first before you can master anything else. Everybody always start at the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
something all the time, no matter what it is. And it's called the basics. And what people have failed to realize, or what they have gotten rid of, is the dynamics. And when I speak of the dynamics, I mean the basic, simple morals, the principles, the values, those things, the
And
boundaries, those things
needs.
are basic. We
Basic
can't,
needs.
yeah, so but the thing is they want people to believe that those things don't matter anymore. They thinking that you can
Mm-hmm.
just go on top of the building and pull off a matrix and jump to the next one.
yeah,
You
I think.
can't do that.
Right.
Is based
Yeah, I
everything
think
on
this.
capitalism. When you put money before people, this is what happens.
Come
Yeah,
on,
I
y'all.
think this
Y'all
stuff
gotta
was
tap that
naturally.
screen,
Mm-hmm.
man. Let's get up to them likes, man. Get them likes up.
Right, right, right.
Tap
They
that
been.
screen,
What
man,
the heck?
before
I
we
asked for
turn off the
5,000. They gave
Facebook.
me the 500. That's
Oh,
crazy.
why are
What's
your
going
likes
on?
so
It's
low? Why
51
are your
people.
likes so low?
That's sad, man.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Miss
about to turn
Lion.
the
I will
comments off in a minute.
Miss
But
Lion. Miss
That's
Lion,
because you're too busy kubayaing right now.
yeah, I just
If you was,
Miss Lion in
if
the
you was,
comments. I
look,
want to
if
Miss
you wasn't
Lion in the comments. I
kubayaing,
just want to let you
trust
know
me,
that I
get
know who am I
get
talking
some live stuff up in here. I guarantee you, them likes to go up.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
You
they'll
already
go
know.
up.
You got to be toxic and all type of
You
stuff.
gotta be
But
toxic.
that's sad.
You
That's
gotta be
sad.
toxic in this day and time, man. Cause if you ain't
Man.
Hey,
toxic,
Miss
you
Lion.
ain't
Right.
winning.
I just want to tell Miss
Mm-mm-mm.
Lion, y'all, that Miss Lion, I got the most utmost respect for you, but I can never agree to disagree because that phrase makes no sense to me at all. I can never agree to disagree. The point is, it's either you agree or you don't.
Yeah.
So I can't agree to not agreeing to something. I mean,
I
like
mean, couldn't
that's another
wouldn't you
thing.
be able to say that both of us
That
are
sounds
going to
like
be
a
stuck in our own ways, and we agree that there's no changing our minds? So now we have
Like
effectively
a
agreed
respect.
that we're not going to agree on this subject.
They respect each other's opinion type situation, right?
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, like
And that sounds like
I
a
could
pro.
respect each other's
That sounds like a
opinion.
pro against a con.
But you don't
I
have to.
will
You're not
respect your
entitled to
opinion.
have to agree that. You know what I'm saying? That's not a. You don't have the entitlement
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
behind it.
I will respect your opinion, but
Right.
that's the furthest it's gonna go, because it's a
Mm.
lot of things that's been created, or a lot of things that has already been here, that people are trying to change the definition and dynamics of the words and the phrases to a lot of things. So I mean, like, it's you have to. Me, I'm a very analytical person. I analyze any and everything I possibly can. Kev over there drinking apple cider.
No, it was water. I just. I don't know. I hiccup with this. I don't know what the heck.
Apple cider vinegar over there, that boy. So, but my thing is that I'm very analytical though, midnight,
He's fasting.
and I pay attention to a lot of things that are said, a lot of things that goes into content, a lot of words, because when people say things, I go look up definitions, like the definition of a pygmy that does not even exist. The definition of a pygmy don't exist.
No, I
It's
don't. Pookie and Ray Ray, none of that.
it's a social constructed definition to
Yeah.
fit to demean the women who really wants to get themselves together and be married and be in a happy relationship. That
Don't say that
definition
too
was
loud.
created.
Don't say that too loud.
Not too loud.
I'm
That's
always
when we gonna get that
look,
toxic that we was looking for.
Don't say that too
and
loud.
and it was but you know what though about people's though, if we really think about it, every woman wants to be picked, period. I don't give a
I was
damn.
about to
It
say
don't matter how
everybody
Dang,
want to be
that's
picked. You know
facts.
what I'm
everyone
saying?
want to
That's
be
Everybody is a
facts.
picked.
pick
That's
me.
everybody.
Even if
Nah,
you were
for real.
304, you a pick me.
You
You
still
still
want
want
to
to be
be
picked.
picked.
Exactly. So how could a pick me be a bad definition?
I
You see
never
what I'm
got that. They
saying?
just it's
It's a
silly.
lot of things that don't make sense.
It's another label. It's
Yes,
just another label.
Some
it's a
stuff
lot
for
of things
somebody to
that they
project
put
off of. That's
together.
all it is.
Yeah, they putting a lot of things
But,
together to make the good bad and make
yeah.
the bad
Right.
good. That's what it is. It
Mm-hmm.
says that in the Bible. They will make evil good and good evil. That's what,
Ooh.
and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of things, like that's what's
Mm-hmm.
happening right now. And a lot of women who are good in relationships and marriages and to their men, their children and their family, they are being demonized for being that way.
Silly. That's
You
crazy.
know, that it now what's happening now is women are being encouraged to be single mothers now. It's like you don't need nobody. It's good. The single mother is the best way to go because you don't have to deal with this and you don't have to deal with that. When in reality, a single mother has to deal with twice as much than a woman who's married because she has to
Mm.
pay all the bills. She has to clean the entire house. She has to cut the grass, or she has to pay for all of that stuff for somebody to do it. And at the same time, she already know that it's hard to keep with money because she has children to take care of. You see, and people are making that thing that's the best way to be for women. I love my women. I love y'all with all my heart and everything. And I'm telling you, this is real talk. I do.
And
But
we love
a
you
lot,
back. And
a
we
lot.
love you back.
Thank you. But my
Honestly.
thing is a lot of women. There are a lot of women that are fighting against you so that you can
Mm-hmm.
be part of them, so you can be part of that. It's a lot of men out here that has no structure, no backbone. Oh, jelly spine having,
Mm-hmm.
putting knees. They don't have it. They don't have it mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or physically. And then they come into a woman's life and then try to make that woman's life miserable because they're miserable because they have no structure and no foundation. And then they want to take from the woman that really, really wants to be with a man that has himself together.
Oh,
you know
somebody feel
and,
it.
and
Somebody feel it.
it's some women out here that are willing to make certain moves because they see something in that man, but that man don't even see it within himself, and now he's destructive. And not only is he destructive to her, he's destructive to himself, he's destructive to everybody else that he is around. And this is why I say get my book, ladies, because it tells you the type of man that you're supposed to have in your life. Stay away from those kind of men. Them men will hurt you, and we know that those men can destroy whatever they put their hands on, including you.
Well,
Yeah.
fine.
Hold up before you
But
go,
I
T,
think
because
that
I haven't had the chance yet. I'm gonna let you go right after me. But I was about to say I want to go all the way. That's how far back I'm bagged up, though. I want to go all the way back to what y'all was talking about with that moral thing, man. I do feel like that's a natural thing that we have inside of us because no matter how we want to look at it, we say it's social construct or whatever. The thing is, it had to come from somewhere. We realized that a lot of stuff, because we naturally was going off of probably impulse and whatever we wanted to do and stuff until we realized that when it get done back to us, we like, okay, that seemed like a problem. You know what I'm saying? So somebody had to make them rules like, you can't do this. You can't unalive people for this. You can't do, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's inside of us. And I think because we had most of us have natural care inside of us. Even if we don't care about nobody else, we care about ourselves sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like most of the time when people just don't say they don't care about themselves, it'd be some trauma stuff that go down. So everybody start off with some type of care. I feel, I believe that no matter what, unless there's some demons out here and all that stuff, but it probably is some. But I'm saying the fact that you got internal care, that means you gonna have morals. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be something that go against what you care about. So we can't say that morals itself is. all of them is social. I mean, some of them is, but a lot of it is inside of us. It came from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Nobody just made this stuff up. Sometimes this is right, this is wrong, this is right, but it is subjective of what's right and wrong. But it's some stuff that's just, that's like if we talking about living right, it's such thing as like right and wrong when it comes to living. You know what I'm saying? If something is stopping you from living, that mean, or what I call it, setbacks. That's what I call right and wrong nowadays. It's either progressing you or setting you back. That's how I look at it. So if you're eating some food that's sitting there that's making you get a heart attack or something like that, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong, even though we go against our flesh. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's inside of us.
Mhm. I think that's a good
I
point,
think
Kev,
Tiz
because
wanted to
if you
go.
think
Tiz
about
wanted to
it,
go.
Yes.
oh,
I
go
just
ahead,
want
Tiz.
to point on Wolfgang and Kev. If I remember wrong, one thing that we had a conversation before, it's if I had to do a do-over, what would I change? Is being doing the healing work before seeking a partner, because until a woman, and that's what I advocate, like in my lives
You say
and
you'll
in
change something?
yes, it's like
Why?
I because we need to do the
Good
healing work
question.
before even we
I'll
seek
be like
for
that.
partnership. Because if we go unhealed, we're gonna attract unhealed men.
You not happy
And
with your life now?
no, I am. But
So why would you change anything from before then?
if I
Mm.
would have a word of advice, and if to be honest, it's like when you look back at your life, if you knew better, you would do better. The fact that I accept my
I
mistake
I think I
because I
grew out of that
am
one.
my life
Yeah, I
today.
don't want to change anything. I don't believe in me myself. I don't think, and I try to tell other people, I don't think you should believe in mistakes. I mean, I believe everything happened for a reason. We shouldn't have to wish something, you know what I'm saying, because we wouldn't be the person we is today. And what if we did make another decision in our life, we probably wouldn't be living today. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything
Hmm.
works perfectly in our life, even if we like it or not. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
is the part when I had to realize that by being unhealed, I involuntarily hurt my own children, and now I'm working
well, you
to,
learn.
you know what I mean? I wish that, until you hurt self, it's okay. But when
So
it happened that transpires somebody else, I wish I can
so
take
I'm gonna
back.
ask you again, are you happy with your life now?
Yes, one day at a
So why
time.
would you that's what I'm saying, you're gonna be contradicting yourself. You say you want to go back and change some stuff, but then again you're saying you're happy. So it's like it's either or.
I'm
Because if
happy.
you do change anything in your life, you wouldn't be the person you is today. That's the whole point.
I'm happy
Yeah, I'm gonna
because
make you think. You already know you in the right life.
well, one day at a time,
Yeah, because
I
I'm over here pondering
understand.
like, what?
Hey,
Man, I'm
that's
still
such a
trying to
good
find
point.
out what
Hey,
And
I'm
if you
still
hey,
if
trying to
Kev,
find
I'm
out
over
if
what
here
the
if
thinking
you
Bible
like,
says
if you
explain
think
it.
hey,
about
bro,
it,
I didn't sit up there
no,
saying
that's
I need to go back in time to change this,
ex-
and that, and the third. Now I think about it. Now I'm good where I'm
right,
at. I'm straight.
right, Wolf, right, Wolf.
Welcome to
It's
Laugh
like
and Learn Kids.
Hey, hey,
yes,
I'm like,
if
man,
you
wait a minute. I need to change
Man, what
change
is
my,
that?
my state
if
of
you
mind. I'm
think
like,
about
nah,
it,
I'm good.
what do you think
He said I'm
prompted that
good.
change? What do you think prompted that change? It was because you didn't feel right with what you were experiencing. So you had to
I should have.
prompt,
What
you
happened
know what
was
I
I
mean?
nah, yeah, nah. I get it. I should have been more. I should have been having a teachable heart. That's basically it. But now that I think about it, when Kel put it that way, oh man, I ain't changed nothing. I'm good where I'm at. Thank you though.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what
I'm
I like
good where
about him.
I'm
He
at.
be getting some
I'm
stuff. He,
straight.
he be on the
You know
same
what I'm
page,
talking about?
man. I
And
like it.
I don't get personal on this app, man. But when I think about it, bro, now I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord.
Hey,
There you
man.
go. There you go. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
That's what it mean, you
yes,
know?
there are some things that prompt your change, or it prompts you to stay the way you are.
You know what I'm
Something
talking
has
about?
to trigger it Something
good.
else to tell you, like, this shit don't seem right. You know what I
You know
mean?
me, Kev. You know me. I'm good where I am because
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad I went through those things that I went through in life.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
glad that I
Yes.
had to
Yes.
experience those things, and I thank God that even though some things that I had to deal with were like really bad to the point to where I almost unalived myself.
Hmm.
God said, I have something for
Mm.
you to do. It's not time for you to go yet. You got something you got to handle. And I said, you know what?
Yep.
All right, if you wake me up, you wake me up. If not,
Hmm.
this. But he woke me up, and so this is where I am right now. So I'm glad that I went through what I went through because
Thanks.
I wouldn't have come up with this book if I wouldn't have went through with what I went through.
That
So I mean,
part.
like this book is a
That
blessing, man,
part.
and this book is
Your
actually,
inner dialogue is powerful.
man,
How you talk to yourself is so powerful.
all I want to tell you is get the book. When you read it, you'll be like, you know what? I've never
Mm-hmm.
seen that, or I never
Yep.
thought of that. Just like with the women, some women they got my book and they told me, they say, you know what? Your book actually saved my marriage.
Yeah.
Your book, when you go live, your live has Kev been in my lives before, and they
Mm-hmm.
come in there, they like, you know what, the things that you talk about for how men need to get themselves together, it works. I'm get the ladies, like, I got the book for my sons, I got it for my cousins, I got it for my man, what's her name, Paulie B, she got it
Oh,
for her and her husband to
okay.
read, and she said, you know what, she's thankful for that, and but that's the whole purpose of it. Now,
Oh
my
boy,
purpose, well,
Mr. Preacher.
I'm glad I went through what I went through. So because my job was to help others and share my story,
Exactly.
and I'm
A
grateful that
testimony, man. It's the
a
reason why they call it
testimony.
testimony.
I'm glad I'm here.
Testimonies help people. You know what I'm saying? Especially when
Nah,
you
that's for
survive
sure.
and make it today. You know what I'm saying?
Like for real though. That's why like I am why I am with my boys. Like when I be hearing some of these cats talking like, man, I'm do this, da 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 da, this and that and the third. I'm in the trenches, bro. I'm sorry. The only folks that I can really be in the trenches for is these four boys. That's it. I can only sit up
Mm-hmm.
there. That's why I that's why when y'all said to change stuff like nah, see, bro, I don't need to change nothing because I can show them like, hey, bro, don't go in this direction. You know what I'm talking
Hmm.
about? Like, I need you to sit
Yes.
up there. I need you to go in this direction. The thing is, like, I can tell my boys all day long, and I just pray that they listen. But at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to them. I hope they take my teachings and just, you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, become the men that I know that they supposed to be. But yeah, man,
Real.
y'all right, man. I wouldn't
And
change.
just
I
look
wouldn't
at it.
change
You
nothing
Real.
put
about
That's
it.
your
what I'm
as long
talking
as you
about.
put your 100 in it, you ain't gotta be what they call it not regret. You ain't gonna have no
Right,
regret because you know you trying your best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of
right,
Resentment.
people
right.
grew up with
Mm-hmm.
still regrets and all this stuff, but even that, like I be telling people, that's why I try to set them out because I end up developing this mindset because of I always wanted to be I start working toward being positive and I start working towards having an optimistic mentality and stuff because you have a choice to be optimistic or pessimistic. Like majority of us is always pessimistic. Oh, what's the worst can happen and all this always, but it's like it's gonna be negative energy out here. It's gonna be positive energy. So either one of them two. So
Right,
like, why not choose the best? The better route, and it make you move in a better way. It make you realize that
right.
just like my man's that came in here earlier going berserk and all that stuff. Like, at the end of the day, like, man, what was I getting to about that? I done sidetrack my own self and stuff. But I hate when I do that. I be trying to throw some side jokes in here and then mess up.
I hear
What
you, kid.
Right,
was
right.
I getting
I
to?
Kim,
Yeah,
we be joking like crazy.
yeah. But to what I do want to
You
say to
know,
my people though is that when we go back to the basics, everything becomes easier. You'll be able to handle the other things, once you start with the basics first. Just like you can't go dunk the basketball without learning the basics of the proper takeoff. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? To do that. And then when I say, man, I say pray to God, man, people be like, God, give me strength. But my thing is God gonna give you strength, or is he gonna put you in a situation where you have to be strong?
Yeah.
They say, God, give me, what I'm saying? God put me in a better situation. Is he going to put you in a better situation, or is he going to give you opportunities so that you can put yourself in better situations? Because they
Mm.
already there. He's going to put, it's just, it's the certain things that we ask for. God, can you give me a lot of money? Or is he gonna give you a lot of money, or is he gonna put you in the situation to make a
That's
lot of money? You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
That's
That's why it's
you
good. That's
build
why
up.
it's opening up doors. That's why I can say God opened up doors. He opened up doors for me. I still get frustrated too. I be mad and I'm Lord. I be like, hey man, praise the Lord. I be in there. I be mad. I be like, man, you know what I'm saying? But God be like, don't be mad. Be patient.
Yeah.
That's what he tells me.
Right.
So I'm gonna be
Exactly.
like,
Right.
Lord, give me patience. Is he gonna give me patience, or is he gonna put me in a situation where I have to show patience that he already given to me? That's
Yeah.
what's happening to me right now. So I'm still going through this, y'all. We gonna go through it. This is what
Yep.
this is what life is. And going through these
Mm-hmm.
things help us to become better people. That's better people within
Exactly.
ourselves. And that's the reason why I'm glad I am where I am right now. I wouldn't go change nothing. I wouldn't go change
Yep.
not a nail nutter.
That.
And probably except that time I kept getting detention like every other week though, because I was on some trouble.
Oh,
But
that's my boy King.
You
I
know,
just text him. What's
it's
the
funny
deal,
you say that,
man? Where
Wolf,
you been at,
because
man?
I'm
He gonna
like,
come in here with that. I'm over here trying to make sure he all
oh,
right and all that
oh,
stuff.
that is
Where the heck
so
y'all
he come
true.
from? What's the
No,
deal, King? Man, I miss you, man. I'm gonna start crying. So I
where
know
is
I'm talking about, but
he?
that, huh?
Well, think about what Wolf is saying though, too. It's like it's our all knowledge is good knowledge, but you have to discern it. You have
right.
to discern
Yeah.
it. It's like
Yep.
you can get presented with good stuff, you can get presented with bad stuff, you can get presented with ugly stuff, all this stuff that we see in our perception, and it's your job to discern that and how you're going to maneuver, how you're going to make your choices, how you're going to function. If you're doing wrong people wrong, that's your ill intentions. Mm.
Mhm.
I just
I
got
was
one
about
And
to
you
question,
also.
also
Miss
have to
Tizzy.
be
My
on
bad.
the back end and know how to respond to other people's ill intentions. There's a harmony that comes within that.
Hmm.
Angels were presented with we got weapons too.
Yeah.
Just not everybody is evil,
Yeah. I was
and
about to.
just nice people have weapons too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
they do.
Miss
I was about to say
Tiziana,
good and bad. That's what I wanted to mention earlier. Good and bad have to be part of life. You know what I'm saying? That's what make the balance and stuff. Because like, just like one of my woman said, it's like if you never had bad things happen in your life and stuff, when would you? I mean, it's always been good. When would you appreciate the good? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't go through
Hmm.
your bad times and stuff, I think the way I had worded it was a different way, which I mentioned before. It's like imagine if heaven was on earth. Like when will we ever call on God? You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that's meant to
Hmm.
go in our life so we can
right.
appreciate the things we do. You know what I'm
Right.
Hey,
saying?
but heaven is on earth though. Ain't you seen Rush Hour too?
I
Heaven
can
on earth.
I do believe that if you set your mindset up, if you set your mindset up like whatever the way you want to look at the world it can become. Just like me, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm more and I think that kind of go back to what I forgot about saying earlier. It's like me being optimistic and stuff, or striving to be that way. It made me look at things in a way what the freak in a way better way. Did I say that right? That's what there's a tongue to. That's why I know it in a way better way, basically, and all that stuff. So and I again forgot what I was about to say at the end of that. That's crazy.
That's
I guess
because
it ain't meant
heaven
for me to
on
say this,
earth. Heaven on
but it
earth.
may,
You seen Rush
huh?
Hour?
No, you
Huh?
I know
just made
what you were saying.
point. You just proved a good point. It's like if you don't, it's like the pros and cons. Like you just put this in your statement on this platform. You said a pro being pro can create a problem, but you also have to know the cons. In order to be a pro, you have to have a con. In order to be good, you have to know evil. In order to know love, you have to know pain. You have to know both sides of whatever you're experiencing in order to discern how you're gonna make
Yeah.
your choice.
And if they
Yeah.
don't figure it out, don't worry about it, because God in life will show them, will teach them. Because
Exactly.
and have you noticed too, like a lot of people, they keep wondering why they keep going through the same thing over and over again,
Hmm.
which is the definition of insanity. Repeating the same thing over and
And
over again,
expecting
expecting
change.
different results.
Right.
It'll
Yep.
never happen. The reason why they keep going through the same thing over and over again is because that problem was never solved or never fixed. That
Hmm.
problem will continuously show itself all the time, same meaning, different way. different people, different place, different actions, but the problem is still the same. That's why people say, oh, we always argue in our relationships. Why? Because you haven't solved anything yet. You just brush it under a rug and get mad and thinking that that problem is not going to show up, but it will though. But I do have a question that I want to ask Miss Tiziana though. Is that Jose Cuervo or is that Patron? Oh no, or is that 1800 you sipping?
Regardless,
What?
it's all the devil's nectar. You don't need it. Let
Is
it
that
go.
what you sipping?
Don't
I
tell
just
me I
want.
made you think that hard. You
Is
got to
that
go sip a
1800?
Roni.
Is that 1800, Miss Tiziana? You sipping out that bottle?
She like, dang, do I need a check? Do I want
Oh,
to?
no, Fiji water.
Oh, okay. Then
I'm
they
like,
just
I made her
no.
think real
It
hard
look.
on that
Hey,
one. She like, I got to
brother.
drink
Hey,
on that one.
y'all know that
This dude
Because
threw
1800
my
what
bottle.
brain.
is
It look blue.
missing,
It look
the
blue, Kev. You
Crown,
know what I'm talking about? I'm
no,
sorry, Miss Tizzy. I'm just
I
teasing
have
you.
a
I'm just
metal
teasing.
box of Petron that I put stuff inside, but it's downstairs. I was like, did
No, I'm
somebody
just
break it
teasing you
up
though. I'm
here?
just playing. I'm just joking with you though.
But what I was trying to say is that you're right in many points, and I agree. And I also agree with Kevin. Is like, there is such a thing as have an opinion, and you should stand by your word. But there is also when you take your opinion to extend that you want somebody else who agree or stuck in their throat in some level,
Whoa.
it becomes a problem to me. It's like, and when I say agree to disagree, that's where it's at. If it doesn't affect me, I should not have an argument with you. That's the way you want to believe. If it doesn't affect my life, I should not have an argument. That
And
that's
that's a good point, Tiziana, because a lot of it is how people are affected by somebody else. If
Just like
somebody's
with Kev though,
opinion
lovely with
is
Kev. He need to give me that mic behind him, but he just keep playing. I don't know
I
why he
got
keep
you. It's
hitting
my,
me
my,
with
my
that.
Mortal Kombat
no,
character is holding it up for now.
actually, whoever said that, like, actually have my own podcast mic, and Kev was the one who put me on that because I'm still like being shady as far as having my own live. So, but I got the mic and I got everything. He was playing with that mic a year ago.
Yeah, Kev, man, quit playing, man. Give me that, man. I don't
I
get
got
look,
you.
Kev.
Know
Hey,
I
but look
got you
though,
for
I just
sure,
do
man.
want y'all to know, cause Kev, I got to get up out of here. I just
I was
want to
about to
say
say,
this real
Kev
quick.
got the idea from somebody else though, didn't he?
Volume on.
Ah!
I just
Yes.
want to say,
I
Okay,
just thought about
midnight.
what why he just speaking.
No, midnight is
You're
right.
right. I
right.
think you
Midnight is
did. You
right.
did put me on. I just
I was
thought
about to say,
about
Kev,
that.
like
Midnight is
who did
right.
you get it
All
from?
right. I forgot I was about to take the whole credit and stuff. I forgot. You
And
right.
Hey,
look,
You
but
right.
we're
My
still
bad.
here.
who the
Look at
hell
the
is the?
same mindsets are
But
still here.
I do want to tell y'all though. Make sure y'all follow me. I have a podcast that's coming out. It's called Man Law. It'll be coming out really really soon. I also am going to be doing seminars and stuff like that. I'm getting things together. So I always tell my people for my first 10 subscribers, they will definitely get an autographed copy of my book. And I tell people, my thing is that I'm grateful for the position that I'm in right now, and
Mhm.
it's good to have people of like mindedness on the same team, especially you, Kev. I really appreciate you wholeheartedly, brother. I mean, like you've been with me since day one, and you're a very true supporter and very heavy supporter, and I really appreciate that. And
Oh
I
yeah,
just want to
man.
let y'all know that I definitely got some things in the work. I've been praying on it, and like I said, I'm being patient, because like I said earlier, I was kind of upset, but God said He'd be patient. I got you. So
Thanks.
it's all coming. And when it comes, I definitely want all of y'all to be part of it. I want y'all to be part of it. It's going to be a lot of movement going on. It's going to be a lot of things going on. I'm getting things ready for my Rumble because I'd rather be on Rumble than
Oh,
YouTube.
Rumble. Yeah.
Because YouTube definitely be tripping a lot though. So, they doing they people that get the men that actually become powerful on their platform. They get rid of just like they got rid of Fresh and Fit now off of
No, I think
YouTube.
they still on there, right? I hope.
No, they just be posting their latest stuff on there. They're not on there. They're censored from YouTube, and
Oh, I
that's
know they had a
because
million. I watched them until then.
yeah.
Wow.
So you got to think about it though. The men that are not the people that
Andrew
are
Tate over there. Oops, let me not say that name on here.
yeah.
Oops.
So they on Rumble. I have a Rumble profile too, and I'm gonna put that up there. But I definitely want y'all to be part of it. I mean, like coming together is what we supposed to do. This is
Yeah.
how it's supposed to be. We supposed to share these things. We supposed to talk about these things. We are supposed to talk about the uncomfortable truths.
Yep.
That's what, because we'll never get nowhere. We'll never learn, and we'll never understand it if we don't talk about it. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it because they are afraid of it, or they don't
Hmm.
understand it, or they choose not to understand it.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we have to stick together and talk about these things. And when we talking about it, and when we all get that understanding, Kev, I say this like I always do, Rail, I say this too. When all of us is on that side of the fence, all of them people, when that time comes, they gonna wish that they was on the other side of the fence with us, brother. They gonna wish that they were there. They gonna wish that they listened. They gonna be like, man, I should have listened when they was telling us. Oh my God, that's exactly what they were saying, and now I see it, but it's gonna be too late for that though. But Kev, we do say everybody, like Tiziana said, everybody is savable, but they
Yeah.
don't want to be saved until it's too late. They don't
Yeah.
want to do anything until till what they say ish hit the fan. They don't want to listen
Yeah.
to nothing until the bad thing comes around. I can use so many examples, but I'm not. I'm sorry for rambling, though, Kev.
Hey, but look,
But
it's about that patience, man. Like God,
man,
the same way with
patience.
us, right?
Oh
So He
yeah.
gave us the latest because we could have said it was too late, but it's never too late for nobody. It's
Right.
never
It's
too late
never too late. And that's why we still keep talking the way that we talk.
for sure.
Because we know it's not too late. We're trying, that's this reason. Because we could be like, man, I ain't going live no more. And we don't have to. You
No.
know, and I mean, like we'll be like, they'll be like, where they at, man? Psst, we done with that. But we're not there. That's why we keep talking about it, because we know that it's people out there that want to listen, want to get the understanding, and want to be involved and get the help. Kevin, we've been in lives together where we did this with people, you know, and just because other people are talking so loud, that don't mean we can't hear the whispers that's behind them. That's like, I'm
Mm.
here. I want to work. I want to fix something.
All right.
So on that note, though, Kev, man, I'm gonna need my mic.
For sure.
And
I
I
got you.
got you. Hey, Kev, I got your book, man. I got your shirt.
With the
What size
signature
shirt you
on it
wear?
too, right? Yep, yep, yep.
Is it an extra large,
Hey,
large?
hey, Wolfgang, don't hold your breath, brother. Don't hold your breath.
I'm not. I'm not. Hey,
Hey, you
Rail.
ain't supposed to do that to me, man. I
Don't,
don't
Hey,
do this.
Rail.
don't hold
Hey,
your
Rail.
breath,
Send
brother.
him off again, Rail, man. Tell him to come on up off that, B.
Come
Tell
on,
him,
Paul.
come up off that, man. Hey, but look, we gonna get that. Hey, matter of fact, Kev, man, hit me up in a DM because I'm want to find out where you at, because I'm
Oh yeah.
about to get everybody together. I'm trying to fly everybody out here to Chicago, man, so
Oh
we
yeah,
can
for
get this
sure.
thing together. So, I mean, like we gonna do the thing, man. To all the ladies in here, I say peace and love, and to the fellas, I say strength and honor. This is a day that God has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And y'all have a good night. Thanks for
All right,
having
for
me.
sure, man. Appreciate you, man.
Good
And
night.
give me my
Nice
mic.
Right
talking
now.
to you.
Give me my
He
GTB, man.
had to end with
GTB.
that.
GTB,
GT.
man. For real. All right, take it easy, y'all.
All
Y'all
right, for
be safe.
sure, man. For sure. It made me. I'm mad. I just thought about it too. 'Cause I was about to say what he said. That's a lot of people still is living in denial, and that's the problem, man. But like I said, you can be not honest with yourself and all that, but people still gonna show you no matter what. You can keep trying to hide from it, but first you got to be honest with yourself before you even make any type of progression in life anyways, because like, and that's what help you build your, I think I was mentioning this yesterday, is help you build your confidence and help you build all type of stuff once you actually look in that mirror and be satisfied for who you are, or I can't say satisfied, but just be comfortable with who you are, you know what I'm saying, and try to better yourself or what you can better yourself with, you know what I'm saying. And then I was okay, now that I remember about the optimistic thing, man, this is the third freaking time trying. So I said after me working on towards being more optimistic, you start building a more grateful mentality and start slack. That's why I'll be always talking about this fourth thing. I'm gonna start mentioning because, like I said, I'm gonna mention every time. I always talk about accountability in here, putting your ego on the side, ego to the side, and emotional control. And now I realize one of our biggest problems is this entitlement mentality. We gotta hit this word deserve and all this stuff. We got to start switching this up. We got to be more appreciative. And that's what I was meaning about that. By me being more optimistic, I start being more appreciative of things, and I start looking at things in a brighter type way because I realized that I don't deserve anything. You know what I'm saying? Life is not even promised. Like who, like even giving us life, who the heck told we supposed to have life? You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to be thankful for every last day we waking up. That's why people, when they ask me like, how you feeling, how you doing, I'm good, I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to wake up. Nobody's promised. All of us made it through 2000. You know the stuff that happened 2019 and all that stuff. We still here today. It's been millions of people that passed away from that. So we need to be thankful and not be so angry every last moment for you know what I'm saying and stuff that we can't control. Ain't no point in complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? It sometimes I told my mans earlier. Sometimes you got to hit things with it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And wait to and keep working and still live the best life that you can do with what you can. I mean, with what you can control. That's all it is. Whew. But how y'all feel about the? I guess we can get to the topic now about the pro anything problem.
I got it though. I have a question. So it is good about feeling secure, have boundaries, right? But a
Yeah.
part of me, I always I never say how I think today cannot change tomorrow, right? Is
Mm,
that based on the information that you have every day? Because to me, true living is to be challenged on the daily, because
mm,
tomorrow, hopefully, I know more than I knew today. So it's not to be a stick in the mud because I see a lot of people that they think because they are over 50 now they are to a level that they can no longer learn
mm.
and they're set in their ways.
Yeah.
So that's the part is like, yes, be proud of where you're at, but always remember to stay humble because you don't know
Got to.
everything. You
Got
can
to.
always evolve. So that's what I was trying
People
to
don't know
say.
what that word is anymore because everybody's so busy about being a tough. I was actually talking to a job, to a dude at my job. Like, I guess I hit him with some stuff because he must have never heard me before. But he don't realize I be doing these lives so much, and I've been focusing on trying to be a motivational speaker and all that stuff. And I got a different. I don't be trying to bring all that stuff to my job because I just try to go to work and leave and stuff. But I caught him off guard. He like, dang, I'm still thinking about what you said. But I had to make him notice that like a lot of us is. That's why I be talking about ego so much. We are driven off ego so bad that we so willing to I gotta punk you out and I gotta be the toughest and all this stuff or whatever. But it's like it'll never get us anywhere but the grave, jail, or something, hurt or something like that. So it's like we gotta be humble. Of course, everybody think they the toughest. Everybody think they can throw down and then you just don't know me. You don't know me. You don't. At the end of the day, it's gonna be one winner. It'd be crazy if it's a draw or something like that, like Mortal Kombat. It's a draw. You both out of here. But I ain't.
Real,
But man,
nah, for real though. Like, man, sit your big Debo looking at now. Try to Debo everybody, man. You don't sit down and be chill. Like, what is your
duh,
problem, man? You do
duh,
not have to show how tough you is in this
you
world.
don't.
It does not matter. It don't matter because at the end of the day, bro, everything is just gonna fall down on you. So you can be
Yeah,
tough out here if you want to, but you're gonna have some brothers being tough on your behind. You know what I'm
bro.
talking about? Like for real.
That's what
I
I'm
don't never
saying.
want to look. Watching the movie Lockdown humbled me so well. What I'm talking about, watching that movie humbled me, bro. I was like, oh, that's what goes on in there? Nah, I'm good on that one. Y'all got it. Y'all can be tough boys if you want to. I'm telling you, man, that movie
Man.
humbled me, man. I said I gotta let my boys watch it. Hey, look at this. This what
Look
goes
at it.
down. And
All
this
right,
is this
chill,
is real.
chill out a little bit, because you're going a little too
Yeah,
rough.
yeah.
I think I
Exactly.
humbled even more because where I'm at, right? I realize, and just in this world in general, I realize the young cats, like especially the way it is, they getting more softer and stuff. They quick to pull that pew pew out now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dog, I'm not about to do the same thing people was doing back then. That I gotta show how tough I am and all that stuff because like these little kids is not playing, and you
At
trying to be
all.
smarter than them or something like that. They don't care because the thing is, it's gonna be an accident. It's gonna be a oops, and they get to live their life while you in the grave because they done popped you because you want to be tough with them and all that stuff. Because some people you just can't make sense with them. That's just how it is. I used to thought I could talk to every last person, but some of it they don't care because they live life off of it's like impulse, hurt, and all this other stuff. So they like, no, whatever would you be? You know what I'm saying? They gonna so I rather like, all right, I'd rather walk away. I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth, especially with these young dogs. Like, there's no
Not
point
for
because
real.
they live a rough type life and all that stuff. And I have nothing. I don't have nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? I live my life. I survived, and I didn't build myself up this far just to lose my life to a little. You know what I'm saying? And just
Right.
anybody
Real
in general,
talk.
because some of this stuff ain't worth it. Just like I let my man cuss me out earlier, or whatever. But it's just funny to me because it's like you can't do nothing with me
Exactly.
through
Like
the
I said,
screen or nothing like that. Nothing gonna happen. I don't have to protect myself. But there's no point of me getting, going on my character because you got some stuff that's going on with you. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Even with me, I don't hold stuff against people that's like that. I want to pray for people like that. I don't wish that karma, all this stuff people be saying, all that stuff. Oh, let God have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do it with anger because I feel sad for people more than anything. Because I start loving myself more and understanding myself and loving myself as being a human. And I realize humans, all of us are humans and we think different and we express ourselves different. So that's what made me more forgiving of other people just in general. I know it's a hard thing, but when you realize people express themselves the way they do it and they're not you, that make you be a little bit more graceful. And that's what we need is grace with one another so we can even work with one another. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Kev, to me, some people in this world do need to step on a Lego. I'm just saying that. Like, I'm just saying that
I was
a
just saying the
blanket
worst thing
statement.
in the world, man.
Look,
At least,
look,
Some
look,
people
look, the
do need to
Duplo
step on a
Lego,
Lego. And like,
the Duplo Lego.
honestly,
oh my,
and here's my thing is
you
you
went
know
below
who
the
you
belt.
are. You know who you are. So like, don't get mad if I say that out loud. I hope you step on a Lego.
He
Hey,
went below the
that's
belt, man.
that's
We ain't
pain
say
you
that's
could
too
never get
negative,
rid
man. I would have
of.
took.
That pain you could never get rid of. It's almost as bad as stumping your toe.
Right? Like,
Oh wait, that is a question. Would you rather hit your foot on the corner of a bed or step on a Lego?
Oh, neither one.
Ooh, right. That's
so,
something.
like,
Which
here's my
corner? Oh,
thing
my
is like
knee
I
hurt
feel like the
now.
corner of the
Oh.
bed. I feel like the corner of the bed is worse because I know like my bed hadn't moved in 10 years. I know exactly where it is. So the fact that I stubbed my toe on it means I'm a dumbass. You know,
Right.
like,
Right, that's
but like
different,
a
right?
Lego, it could have like my daughter could have left it anywhere. Like so, at least like with that one, like I can
Hey,
not
that's
blame
facts.
myself.
That's
Nah,
facts. That's facts. That's
that's
double
too
the
funny
worst
though.
because you
That's
feel dumb and you feel
Mm-hmm.
right.
and it hurt bad.
Me
Duh.
personally,
Stumping
um,
your toe is
when
the worst thing.
my
Oh,
daughters and son were teenager, I was in more energy. Now when we argue and I'm like, I don't have the energy. I
yeah.
really don't anymore. Life is getting shorter and time is more valuable. That I really don't have it in me. It's like,
Hmm.
whatever. I cannot argue.
Yeah. Oh, that's
So
even
I'm
more
getting to a
like.
point where I can't. I'm telling my daughter that I don't have the time to argue with you, and she doesn't understand because she's 2, and so she just doesn't care. And she's like, "Yes, you do," and then continues on. And I'm like, "First off, I have no clue what you're saying. None. I
Right.
don't know."
Today's
Put,
time,
hey,
I
put her
give
on
people like
hobo, man.
that.
At least it's two of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Put her on
Right.
her. Let her get the ref.
Today, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. You're having a bad day. So I'm gonna let you have that bad day
Facts.
before it turned into a bad day for me on you. So let's just I'm gonna go this way, brother. Hey, ma'am, brother, I appreciate. I hope you have a great day. Because
Yeah.
that's the only thing I can do. Because
That's
in today's time, yes, people are insane. People will literally sit up there and take you out over nothing, literally over nothing. So
right.
I
It's
literally
that
tell everybody
right.
when people get upset, all right, I'm gonna move on. You have a good one. Now sometimes I can get into it, but for the most part, I gotta move around. I can't sit up
I
there
feel you. I
and
feel
get
you.
into anything because you just don't know nowadays. People
Yeah.
too insane.
It's.
Well,
I
I
no,
mean,
mean,
no,
at
that's
no,
least
no.
you
People been
trying though. Like
insane.
the thing is, as long as you trying, and I think the more that you do, because I mean, I even remember like. But it's getting to a point, like I said, I'm big on like wording and how we talk to ourselves and stuff. So I'd rather be like, because I even know that sometimes stuff can go down, but I just try to keep it in my mind so I can be less likely to get into it with people and all that stuff or whatever, even though life gonna happen, life gonna life. But I always try
Right.
to go back to myself so I can try to learn how to avoid stuff like that or try to make sure I don't escalate something worse than it's supposed to be because, I mean, what I was about to say. Hold up, real quick. But yeah, I'm just basically I'm just saying it's like if you just do it or make a habit out of trying to avoid conflict because everybody got traumas that they want to unleash on one another. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Right.
when you go back and forth, that's all that internal stuff that's been happening over years. Because you ever notice that some people's yells be going berserk? What the fuck you mean about me? You know what I'm saying? Because that's that stuff they've been
Oh no,
holding in from
I know
years and
one.
years.
I know somebody on here that I just be like, bro, she needs help. She needs
Whoa,
real life help. Yeah, I hope she gets it. But man,
man.
it's like when your voice can go from 1 to 30, back down to 5, back up to 40, there is an issue.
No,
You need to get some. You need to do something. Go cry.
you
Go
need
cry.
some
You
milk.
right.
All right,
Go
King,
cry.
welcome.
King in the
Good to see you.
building, man. What is
But
the
so my daughter just brought
What's
me my
up?
shoes, so it looks like I'm going somewhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down,
Oh,
and I'll talk to you guys later.
all
But
right, for
King, it's
sure.
good to see you at home and doing well, man.
Yeah, man. I gotta get out of here too.
Good to see you too, dude.
I gotta get to this little one, man. I gotta get to
Oh,
this newborn.
okay,
Crazy. Yeah,
okay.
brother.
I think
Hey,
she got.
Kev, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you,
All right,
man.
now I appreciate all y'all on the panel, man. Y'all have a good night.
Yep, yep. My boy King in the building. You know, scared me and started. I literally think I texted you this morning and stuff, man.
Dude, on that journey, man, you got a good topic right there for me. That's why I was just trying to listen to what everybody was talking about.
Hello,
Hmm.
Goals.
Oh,
King.
we still ain't even hit it for real like I
What's
wanted to
happening,
hit it.
Tiziana? Oh, man, you know I'm along for the ride for a little bit. I said, let me pop in. Told the wife, I'm about to go jump. I ain't been in nobody live in a minute. Let me go with my boy, Kev. Because, I'm selective about people's lives. I only get in a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've been missing the action. I don't know. Do you know? Do you know what I got going on right now?
No, I don't. I don't. I, I
So I'm gonna
don't.
tell you this story, and it's gonna line up with your topic, right?
Yeah.
So on September 8th, let me show you. Can you hear me good?
Yeah. That was the day before my birthday. Wow.
Yeah. So September 8th, I went into the clinic because my blood pressure was high. I said, let me go ahead and try to
Mm.
get this straight, for the weekend, get my little medication on because I hadn't been taking medication for a hot minute. So I go in there and they tell me, look, your blood pressure is too high, for you to just get pills and go. We're going to have to send you to the other hospital and we're going to put you on a drip. So that threw
Hmm.
my whole game plan off right then and there, right? My blood
Yeah.
pressure was like 204 over 143. So I go there, get on the drip. I have a slight headache, nothing major, but that's the only symptoms I had. So they say, we're going to give you a CT. So they do the CT scan on me, and they come back after about an hour and a half. And the doctor walks in and said, we found a mass on your brain. I said, do what? She said, yeah, we found a mass on your brain. So I said, okay. So we're going to transfer you to the main hospital. So they transfer me over to the main hospital, and I get there, and I'm in the emergency room, and they're trying to get my blood pressure down because my blood pressure would not come down no matter what they're giving me. So they did an MRI while I was there.
Hmm.
They come back in hours later and said, so your blood pressure is elevated, uncontrollable. You have a mass in your brain, but we also see that you had a stroke. So I was like, wait, what? So we got all this going on in one Friday. It's like, okay, now I had no symptoms for any of this. So I finally get admitted into the main campus hospital, get on the floor, and I'm in this rascal, dude. I didn't get out of there till I think September 17th or 18th. Yeah, 17th. Fighting with my blood pressure in the whole 9 yards, trying to get regular and right. Didn't feel bad the whole time I was in there. So by the time I got out of there, I'm on 7 medications, and then I just traveled upstate to Shreveport to meet a neurologist today to start planning out my surgery. But dude, that's what I've been dealing with in the last 2 weeks is processing the unexpected. The fun
Hmm.
thing about your topic is I've maintained who I am consistently, even in this situation. And watching how people respond to me is almost like they want me to be sad, want me to be depressed, want me to be, it's got to be worse. There's a lot of assumptions. And I'm like, it is what it is, and I'm going to get through this like anything else. And it was interesting just to see how people perceive what is a real problem and don't ever focus on what the solution can be. So when I saw your topic, it's like, I got to get in this live, dude. From number one, once they told me what's wrong, how we fix this. That's all I cared about.
All right. All right.
What do we need to do? Failure is not an option. Got plenty of life to live. What do we do? But other people, they begin to worry, and warriors cannot be around you when you're dealing with some type of life challenge that's unexpected at any given time. And for me, nah, let's get it. Well, we got it's part of testimony. It's part of your origin stories. If you want to be success, you're gonna go through some hell. Things unexpected most of the time. If you could plan your own destiny, you wouldn't make it to your destination.
Mm. You gonna make somebody sweat like that? Wow.
That's it, dude. I just want to catch you up to speed. That's why
I'm
I've
trying
been absent, man. As much as I wanted to get on, that's where I've been.
to.
First, I would like to
So,
say thank you for being inspiring to me. So tomorrow I will wake up, just remembers like that there is people like you that they're doing the best every day. So thank you for sharing. And then you're so right. It's like we should be, it's like, what can I do to make you stronger? And don't stay on that petty wagon. It's how to embrace them, brother, and help him to be uplifted because that's how we're supposed to be. So if there
right.
is anything I can do, I'm more than welcome. And thank you for sharing.
Look, what y'all can do is stay positive and motivated. Look, at the end of the day, for me is, some of your journeys are one-on-one with you and God. You're gonna
Hmm.
walk it, and it's about y'all. It's your direct communication, your direct faith and belief. Everybody got faith until faith shows up and says, "Let me test you."
Right.
And I don't bend away from. I'm the same in every facet of my life, personal life, business life, personal walks like this. It does not change. It doesn't change at all. I was so glad that I adopted a mentality probably about 4 years ago, which is the mentality of selfishness, right?
Hmm.
Now, when people think selfish, they think about withholding from other people intentionally to their harm. But really, selfishness is about I'm focused on me. Had I not picked it up, it would be hard to sit here and be positive in a moment like that. I'll be asking, "Oh, what did I do wrong? Why me?" Decided I need to take care of my mental state. I need to take care of who I am and decide who I want to be without interruption from or input from other people.
Hmm.
That leads me to these moments. I am more than able, look, this is about me and my journey. And, the fun thing is you get so many people with this advice about what they think you should do, could do, what it went wrong, how it went wrong, and none of it has anything to do with anything.
Hmm.
Because they're looking to absolve themselves a lot of time, man. It's just so funny. Some of the things I'm seeing people do, right? Like I get a message from some people, "Hey, how's it going?" I respond to them and they never respond back.
Hmm.
So it's like, wow. So what they're doing is trying to clear their conscience, right? I reached
I
out to
get
them,
you.
but you didn't respond to the dialogue. It's like now when you text me, I'll normally respond within a minute or two, unless I'm with a doctor or I'm busy extremely. I'm gonna get back to you, and you're gonna probably know what it was why I didn't respond. But
Hmm.
when you respond, like a lot of people that respond, I respond right back, and they don't respond back. I always like they're trying to absolve themselves. But guess what? The good news is I'm prepared for those people. It does not move my emotional seat whatsoever. All they've done is show me who they are in this time. What I love about what I'm going through is the real identity of everyone in your inner circle and outer circle shows up. There's
Hmm.
people that's going to walk there with you side by side, and there's people that's going to greet you on the other end of it that's going to carry you beyond that. The rest
Hmm.
of them, that's how you purge your circle. You need these kind of moments to actually for you to know what's what, and to learn to manage. Make sure you can accept that's who they are. Not get mad with them or upset with them. Just
Facts.
accept that's who they are.
Hmm.
Because I'm trying to make me smarter, not them.
That makes sense. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's wow.
It's been an interesting ride.
Yeah.
Kev at a loss for words, man.
You're right. Cause I was hearing, I done heard. Well, I actually heard about the situation, cause I was noting. I'm like, what the heck is going on, or whatever. I'm like,
Right.
and then it been in too many days. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, all right. So I think actually, I swear it was today. I think I text you. I think it was. It might have
Oh no, I
been,
hadn't
but
seen it.
I
I
think it
said I
was.
hadn't seen it.
Yeah, but I was like, dang, let
What
me
are
check.
you
Make sure.
eating?
Huh?
King, what are you eating? I see you nibbling.
Oh, I'm nibbling on a pizza. This is a
Ooh.
Cajun shrimp pizza. Pizza. It's
Mm.
fried shrimp with a
Uh-huh.
yum yum sauce on it.
Hmm.
I'm a day more eight of raw vegan, and then I can go whatever.
You say whatever right after that. You ain't gonna make it a lifestyle, or some
Well,
stuff
I
you
would
missing
like
out
to
on.
try some cooked
Wait, what?
food.
She was talking about that raw vegan. She was doing raw vegan for 90 days.
Mm.
She
Have
said she
fun
gonna
with
go
that, my
back to
brother.
whatever she was eating.
Well, with moderation.
Okay, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
That,
Hey,
that's what I
so
do.
when they said when the
I did progressive vegan.
what's that?
Was that
What is that?
where what I did is each year I took a meat out every year. I
Mm.
started whittling it down.
Oh.
Took out beef one year. Next every Thanksgiving I took out a meat. Got all the way down to
Mm-hmm.
fishing, and COVID happened, and it was hard to find the foods I need. Veganism is supported by your market, what you got
Mm-hmm.
available to you. Because I don't believe in I call it miserable veganism. They just eat anything to say they're vegan.
Mm-hmm.
But I also learned a lot about my body, so I believe in it. You need to figure out what foods gel with your body. Because it upsets your stomach, it makes you go to the bathroom a certain way.
Right.
Figure out what foods and write your own prescription. Some people need meat. I don't care what nobody says. Because I know some people that are vegan and they're out of shape. So obviously that ain't working. Because you don't have certain foods
No,
that
what
carry
I was
chemicals that
trying,
actually trigger your metabolism.
yeah, but King, I'm doing it for a reason. I did some study, and based on what they are saying, and is the point I'm trying to make. In 90 days
Your
vegan.
voice low.
Yeah, my friend trying to call
Hey,
me.
hey,
I'm gonna
hey.
do this fast. If you eat 90 days vegan, you regenerate all of your organs. And to me, it was it targeted my skin with my skin. So I'm waiting for the result,
Mm.
and then I'm gonna give it a break because I really some pictures.
Somebody blowing your
I
stuff.
really
Oh, they
want
like,
some
no, you will not
pictures.
talk today.
Okay, but that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Doing them
over
with
though.
intent. The one thing about people that do that, you get when they're doing the vegan transition like what Tiziana's
Mm-hmm.
doing, you got to
Mm-hmm.
figure out what's irritating your body, and you got to figure out what's missing. That's the two sides of it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have things in your body shouldn't be there, and you got to figure out what's irritating it, so you remove everything, and then you slowly introduce things. But most importantly, figure out what your body condition is, and start introducing foods that help that. Like for example, if you have blood issues, then it's clear you need to have more beets and other foods that enrich the blood. And that's what you start introducing back into your body. Doesn't mean you can't eat the other stuff, but you got to start finding what's true. Because and everybody's body is different. Your
Yep.
DNA structure is got a code to it. If your roots is in Australia, there's a certain type of food that grows there that you don't get everywhere, and we don't take the time to figure that out. Like one thing about me, everything I went through, I've had just about every test you could think of, and people assume that maybe it's the food he's eating, he's got high blood. Okay, if my heart has zero blockage, everything is running good. Every test that I have been passed, and they said I am in great shape for a man my age.
Mm-hmm.
What they got me listed as a mystery right now. They have no idea why this happened.
Mm.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
I
that
got
just show you how
hematologist,
life can
cardio,
be. That's
neurosurgeon.
crazy.
Facts.
That makes sense. I get what you're saying. I really get what you mean too, though. 'Cause I think I was thinking that too. Like, hey, how you eat then? I've had questions, but that shows. I guess that shows life
I
can
think
life no matter what.
my son keeps on calling. He's a little bit stubborn like his mother. So I just wanna wish you like really the best. Keep us updated because I really cared, to hear you overcome this. So and thank you for the live. I'm gonna go and listen to it while I go get him. Peace and love
Yeah.
to everybody.
All right. All
Thank
right,
you.
Tiz.
All right, Tiziana.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Boom,
Man,
boom.
so when that's all I'm about
Look,
to
I done
say.
made it.
When
I
they
done
said you
made it
gotta,
heavy on Kev.
right, right.
I done made it.
All right. I was already shocked last week. Now you done said that. That's what I was wondering, like when they say. So you say you got to do a surgery or something?
Yeah. So right now I'm on blood thinners, right, for the clot. I got about 18 days left of that. So once I got to get me a primary care physician because I didn't have one. Give me a
Okay.
primary care physician, do a referral, and then they're going to contact them to schedule my post op and then my surgery out there. So probably
Mm-hmm.
within the next month or two, I should probably
Mm-hmm.
get in surgery. It's like a 4 hour surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and the recovery is like 3 days to a couple of weeks, depending on each person's body.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what you do after that, they'll let me know that part.
Okay. Wow. That's it.
Now, you know how much crap I talk on, Kev.
All right.
So wait till I get through this. They ain't seen nothing yet.
Man, yeah, that opened my, and that's the reason why I be telling people to try to be grateful every day of waking up, man. That's why I be saying it. Cause even that show right there,
Yeah.
you're like, so you could be doing everything you feel is right, and still stuff can pop up in your life.
Yeah.
That's how
You always
life
gotta be
works,
working.
man.
You always gotta be working towards a positive purpose, bro. That's the
Yeah,
only mission you got in life. A positive purpose that's custom designed for you and whatever God got planned for you. And don't
yeah,
let nobody tell you different.
no, for sure, for sure. But I guess you over there sipping Roni and on. I see you doing something real fast in the camera. Mm-hmm.
My little soda.
Oh, okay. Sure. It's like not talking. Yeah. Plus, I get to stand up with my hurt knee and messed up hip. Right. See? So I
Yeah, you
guess I
got it.
get to this with this last little 18 minutes I got and stuff. About this
TikTok
topic though.
countdown.
Huh? What'd you say?
Now go ahead and get it, man.
Oh, but no, I was about to say with this though. I just feel like just in general, from this is my observation about being pro anything. I know they have pro this, pro women, pro life, pro this, all that stuff, or whatever. But it just be more of a I see it's more of a problem than a solution nowadays. Because like it'd be like more of a reason to separate with one another. More reason to be like, hey, if you don't think like me, then I strongly dislike you. You know, stuff like that or whatever. It's like that becomes more of a problem. People be dang near want to fight because somebody think different and stuff. And I think stuff like that. And I understand they be saying what is to put whatever first before something else, but I feel like we gotta have that mentality of whatever like works right with our life. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta do. First, we gotta even put our own mental first, like what we can, get our own self together first, before trying to. I don't know, because everybody is different. We can't. I know we look for validation in different things. Oh, you think like this, or I think like this too, and all that stuff. But then again, it's gonna be something in the midst of that that's gonna make it's gonna make people they gonna fight over on that because it's on the outside
Yeah.
that y'all agree with something. No, that's just like people like, oh, you got a wig like mine or something like. No, it'd be different little things though. But we gotta just look at it that just because we do these titles and all that stuff or whatever. Like, what is the solution at the end? Just like the dude came in earlier, just try to claim cussing me out or whatever. I don't know, but he got some stuff that's going on. But it's just like
He
he never
shows it.
told me like the solution we getting out of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the solution
Yeah.
of all the stuff we keep claiming and stuff, or is it just for us to just to keep talking about it
Well, you
and not doing anything?
you you can't get a solution out of a pro status, man. Look, here's the one thing
Mm,
that people better know about pro anything. Pro anything is the first introduction to being a cult. Period. Anytime somebody becomes pro something, they're segmenting themselves
mm,
on one side and not leaving room for the other side. Every single time
mm,
that happens, right? I'm pro this, I'm pro that, and not looking at the exceptional opportunities that may means that the opposite of what you believe in or what you normally stand for is
mm.
necessary in that time.
No.
And you'll see it every time. So if you pro something, you usually become anti something else, right?
Yeah.
And forgetting that those things you're opposing, anti sometimes, are necessary. Might not be when you think it is, might not be right now, but it is necessary. I asked my wife an important question one time, right? I said, honey, would you kill somebody? Unalive somebody? She said, no. I looked in her face and said, so if our children's life is on the line and you had to make a choice to unalive someone to save their lives and you had no other choice, would you do it? She said, yeah. I said, so you don't mind, unaliving somebody? She said, I never thought about it that way, right? And so I said, you don't ever stake 100% claim in what you believe you are in, right? And I like what Tusha is saying, but here's what I'm going with this. When we have clear definitions, 85% of people do not follow the actual definition of a word, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about like these people who are they're in their behaviors. How we identify
Facts.
somebody that's pro something, they're always going to bash the anti, what they don't like. They're not
Mm-hmm.
going to state, here's why I love these things, here's where I want to embrace this thing. They're not hyper focused on the thing they are, they're hyper focused on the thing they're not.
Right.
So
And
that's
that's
how
where
you
the
can
problem
hear
come
a
in.
pro, a negative pro-minded person because they're always anti what they're doing. You hear more about their opposition than you hear about them.
Right.
And
Exactly.
and you're going to see it. You're going to see it for the elections. That's exactly what the elections do. You're going to get a candidate up there that's going to spend all his time anti them. Why? Because he's pro him. He's
Mm-hmm.
pro Republican. He's pro independent. He's pro Democrat. And they're not saying, hey, he said that and that does make sense. That's a good point. But here's what I think. No, they're going to stay on trying to prove that person wrong, even if they're lying about it. And that's where you get propaganda from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you end up with people who are pro something and will create an image of something else to try to prove their point, even if it's not fact driven. So I tell people I'm never pro anything. I am for some things and
Same.
against others.
Mm.
But I'm not pro. See, when I'm for it, it means I can shift my position.
Facts. Because you could be for something
You
else.
present me
You know
with
what
more
I'm saying? Right.
information. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you present me. I'm going to be for something as long as that it can be sustained. The minute it cannot be sustained and is no longer beneficial, I cannot be for that anymore.
Facts. Facts. Is that T Chantel in the building? We got a celebrity popping in the building.
Yay.
Because if you ain't got a cake stomach, I won't say it wrong. I'm not gonna mess her stuff up. Oops. I
Oh,
mess it up every time.
you tell you know the saying. And look, I'm down here in Mississippi right now, baby.
Mississippi, okay. I see you.
The
Oh, you
saying is,
glasses gang too? Let's go ahead and do it.
whatever. No, because I'm out here. I'm fucked up right now. Do you hear me? I'm talking about not just fucked up, ow, but fucked up, ow. Like you don't understand. Right? I messed up. I'm down here vacationing, well, seeing family, and they done
Hmm.
put something. People, you throw something on the grill. That's it. I ain't got no. I've been talking over the music. I sound like I'm in the middle of a transition right now because I I've been talking over people for 3 days.
Oh
But
my.
King, you said that once it stop being beneficial. Yeah, you like yeah, I'm pro everything that's pro me. You know what I'm saying? Once it stop being pro me, that's it. I don't know what part of the conversation I came in on, but once it stopped being pro me or pro beneficial or pro about that check or pro about them finances or pro about whatever. I don't care if we carpooling to work. If it stopped being beneficial, then nah,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm
Touche
definitely
said I
I'm pro me as well.
will. Like, yeah, I'm pro
It's
me. That's what I
it's a
am.
lot of people that'll use you
Hey,
until they
I'm
can't use
selfish or
you no
whatever.
more. So why not be pro me? Like I don't do nothing that do not benefit me as a person, and I tell people that all the time. Like
Exactly.
it
We,
because it's not fair that you could
we
benefit
are
off of
we
me,
are
but I
all
can't benefit off of you.
Right.
I think we
It's
should
about
all
alignment
benefit
for me.
each other. They
We
keep
got to
saying
align. If our agendas align, we're good.
our friendship shouldn't be like that, but I'm like, look, everybody gets sick of that one friend that you keep taking to the club and you got to buy their drinks. Is all I'm saying. At the end of the day, we should all bring something to the table.
Right.
And if your friend fall off, then yeah, what I'm saying, it can, you can have their back for a little while, but it got to be pro me. It got to be pro me, dude. Can't keep picking them up, taking them to work. They ain't got nothing on the gas. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what
I,
the?
I'm
But
just
you know what? I'm gonna say this, and you're right, King, and I take accountability in that. A lot of the time, I'm pro-black, which means I'm gonna put black before I put anything else forward, and I take that accountability, right?
I would,
That's it. That's just
I
something
would,
I know about myself. But I'm also pro me because, like I said, a lot of the time when you just consistently doing shit, just doing it, people are benefiting off of you, like,
yeah,
and people don't mind taking from you, but then when you become pro you, now it's like me setting that boundary. Like there's got to be a nothing given, nothing gained. You feel me? Like you not
Once,
giving me
once
nothing to
they
benefit
were
off of
already,
this.
Mm,
I'm not doing that.
they
You know
were
what I mean? That
already,
may sound
Right.
selfish, but it's the truth. Like everybody, you go to a job and you give them your time and they give you money. That's what the benefit is. You feel me? Like if they was
Oh
not
yeah.
paying you, would you be working for them?
but no, that same job though, think about it though, that same job though, that's why I tell people when they say they go to their job and they give their all and they put 100% in, I'm like, why would you do that? I'm putting
Right.
in 85% until they show me that they worth my 100%. Because at the end of the day, they will work you hours if they know you're gonna pick up the slack, they will let you do it and they pro me. That manager will get off and let you close knowing you're gonna do that and knowing you ain't gonna ask for nothing different. Even at the job, I'm not, none of that. I'm pro me. I give you 85% until you tell me that my time is worth it, until you appreciate me, until I get a raise or whatever. I'm just not.
I think it's a positive and a negative thing of being selfish because because at the end of the day, like I said, if nothing, I feel like when you consistently doing stuff like and you not expecting that to it, it's a bad thing. I could give y'all a prime example of a famous person who said it. T Pain is one of the people who was given free features. He
Yeah.
was giving these people free features, and he did not end up gaining no money from them. But that didn't benefit him in the end. And then guess where T Pain is now? You get what I'm saying? Like you have to be a little bit selfish with your time, your energy, and stuff like that. Because it's like if I'm not selfish, people are they're gonna take advantage of you,
But it
and they're
also
gonna
hurts
keep
when
using
you're
you,
Yeah.
all
and then
the
they
way
Look,
go.
look,
selfish.
selfish.
When you're all the way selfish, like how I was
Selfish.
thinking, it can also be a detriment to you. Also, at the end of the day, I pay it forward.
Right.
What I benefit from, I try to give back to the people. But I try to have my eyes open about who are the takers and who are the ones that deserve. You know what I'm saying? The benefit of my open heart and what I'm willing to give people.
You gotta use selfish as like a cast or a bandage, right? It's like anything else. If you put it on too long, it'll cause damage. You got to know when to put it on to protect yourself and heal, and you got to know when to take it off. And I treat myself as that way. And there's got to be a balance in it. And when you've been passive and giving to people so long, you don't necessarily know how to implement yourself. So you go to one extreme. You just say fuck everybody, and you
Mm.
block everybody out, and it's all about you. But as you start to mature, you'll start to find the balance. But if you've
Right.
never found it in your life to be selfish unapologetically before, you'll never find that balance. And you're going to always get used. You're going to always be the one with the victim story. You're going to always be the one that's
Mm-hmm.
blaming everybody else. But the truth
Mm-hmm.
is, you got to learn to close that door.
Is that
Yes,
King that
because
You have to do that.
if you let
King?
people use you, they will use you till they have nothing else to use you for.
King,
And it's a saying, it's an old school saying, you either useful or you useless. So if you want something from me, right? Like I said, the first law of alchemy is nothing can be gained without something being given of equal value, right? Which is a bartering system. Kev,
yeah,
you may have a business and you may charge a price for something that you want to do, right? If somebody is sitting there and they're not trying to offer you what you want, then they're using you. They're taking advantage of you. Like
I
that's why we have the word negotiating. Like when I negotiate something because you want what I have and I want what you have. And in
I
order
need
for
to
us to
hear
sit back here and get to the end of the to get the trading, is we have to come to an agreement. Nipsey Hussle said in an interview when he met with labels, he didn't want to be cool with them because that would affect his trading and his bartering system. And it
no,
was so, and I understood that more because from a business mindset, like I said, you don't want nobody to just get everything they want from you and you not get anything. It's
no, but
just the
King.
truth.
Ken said something before you were talking. My guy, I can't. Who's the guy with the T name? I can't see what your name is. Touche. Touche was talking, but King said something before that, and I need to get off here because my voice is going. But I want to thank y'all for listening to me real quick, and I
Yeah,
need
for
to say
sure.
I needed to hear this because this is what has happened. Like I said, everybody know that I used well, not everybody, but a lot of my followers know that I used to have 487,000 followers on my main account. Everybody
Mm.
know that 100,000, about 100,000 on this one, and I got used to the point where I would say, if you think I'm funny, send me some money, honey. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all that shit is in the bio. Now that's funny for a little while, but I got beside myself. I started to take advantage of the people who they came to my page for laughs and jokes and uplifting and all that type of stuff. And then when shit wasn't going right in my life, I took advantage of my followers. I took advantage of the fact that they looked out for me and I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that King was saying that just really touched my heart. You cannot, you know what I'm saying? Selfishness come with some shit with it. You know what I'm saying? And I got to a point where I was very selfish in this. And then, but when you grow and when you mature and you realize your own bullshit, when you realize your own shit and the stuff, yeah, I was full of shit. At the end of the day, I am funny, and I'm talking about I'm funny, like I mean, I crack me the fuck up. I don't care what anybody else say, but I crack me the fuck up. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. People came to my page for a certain reason, and I stopped putting out the content, but I was still asking. So I'm in the position of that person that you're talking to, where you say, well, people keep taking from you. That's what I was doing to my followers. And then I have to say a public apology to any of my followers that's in here right now that's listening. I'm sorry, y'all. I was on some bullshit.
That's
I got in
awesome.
the,
Yeah, that's
I
that
got in,
accountability right there. I like that, man. That's what I like about you. You real, man.
Mm-hmm.
You aware and
For sure.
you working on it. So that's how we all is. You gotta, but living in this denial type of life and trying not to admit certain things and stuff, we gonna be digging ourselves in a deeper rabbit hole. And it's good that you put that to notice. You aware of it and you working on it. So I mean, it is what it is. We humans.
I got people that care about me out there, and all I was worried about was where I was gonna get my $40 for my AC today. Like I need an AC and a cold tall can and and I got used to it because y'all know, like I said, I can tell you some jokes, and somebody send me $10 or $20 real quick, and I got used to it. Cause I ain't nobody, I don't mean no harm. Like I ain't looking for no job right now. I'm really not working this ghetto. Who the hell want to go get it? It is so ghetto. All I'm saying is, but no, it's time to grow up. It's just time to grow up and be a better woman. I talk a whole lot. I can give you a whole bunch of advice, but it's time to start taking my own damn advice. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That's all I've been trying to do. I had people look out for me. Look out for me. I'm talking when my mom passed away. When my mom had a heart attack, I had just moved into my apartment. I didn't have no money to get back to her. I needed train tickets. I got on my TikTok. When I say my cash app went off for 3 hours strong, I couldn't even get on my phone to tell people stop sending me money. And by the time I got on there, I had about $3,000. And I told them people, do y'all need me to send this back to y'all? Do y'all need me to? I got what I need. I got everything. Folks was like, nah, keep it and sent more just because I was being real. I want to get back to that point in my life because I still struggle with my addiction. I still struggle with all type of things. You can't take advantage of people. I don't care what you're going through. I always told folks I can't have more than $100 a day because I'll be somewhere like Pookie from New Jack City, sweating and shaking in the corner. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, you know what I'm saying? I just want to be better, and that's all it is. And that's all I want
Yeah,
to do is just be
and
better.
that's good. And that is good for sure, man. As long as you, like I said, you
But
put in
it's
there.
necessary. And it is. It's necessary. It's
Mm.
necessary. So look, y'all, I'm out, and thank you for letting me in. Thank you for listening. I appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
for sure.
And y'all have a good one.
All right, you too, man. You too. For sure, man. Appreciate you. But well, I felt like it was something I was about to say. I think it was something I was about to say. But that was a good one, man. We needed to hear that. Um, all my peoples that came in. I don't know if King's still in here, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad to hear. You know what I'm saying? You making things happen, man. For sure, man. Good to hear from you and stuff, man. Appreciate you, man. For sure, man. Of course, like natural humans, people gonna worry. So, but it's just sure you got it. And if we want to talk about pro anything, right? I guess I'll be pro God then. That's what I choose over any and everything. You know, everybody don't believe, but I do. So I'll be that. I don't think I'm gonna go wrong with that. And there's plenty of solutions that come out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? I stick with that all day. Uh, and that's how I was gonna end my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll be pro that. I'm not about to be pro this stuff because we make we make titles to certain things and stuff we start living in. We start only seeing that only. That's the reason why I'll be saying it's kind of more damaging than anything. And if we do be pro anything, we got to be honest. I think we need to be pro honest, but even with that, a lot of people can't take that either. You know, because I mean, a lot of us ain't built for true honesty and stuff. But You know, if it's like it's really a gamble when it comes to that honesty thing. It's a gamble to lie to people too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like life gonna be life no matter how we want to look at it, man. And Jane, where you been at? All my peoples done came out of nowhere, man. I ain't seen in a while and stuff. My boy King came up, Jane in the building. But explain your take on this interesting topic. So the whole take on this, and I gotta hit the sheet soon too. But my whole take on this is like being pro anything, you know what I'm saying? You kind of closing yourself off to the rest of what life got to give you, you know what I'm saying? And what else you got to learn. Because it ain't all about just trying to put a title on whatever your situation is and then just say that this is that. You know what I'm saying? I think life is way bigger than this. Life bigger than Earth for real. You know what I'm saying? It's a big, many galaxies and stuff. That's why we gotta. So I be trying to get people just to expand their minds. And most of the time that we see this pro anything, it always be a war against something else. Almost all the time, most of the time. Because if you not agreeing with what I'm pro of, then it becomes a problem with, and people start disliking you and all that stuff. So that's where I feel the problem is coming at. It's not even a solution. It'd be more of like repping the gang dang near. You know what I'm saying? That's what it be nowadays. I'm this and that, and if you not getting with it, then then the people that you either with me or against me type people. But I mean, it shouldn't be like that. That's like kind of bullying somebody into being what they want you to be and all that stuff. Like everybody literally they think different, they move different, and everybody ain't meant to be your friend or be with you in your situation. That's just the way of life and stuff. So I think, anything dealing with pro. And then I think, and what I also noticed that some people be so pro in certain situations that they are not even honest with one another. They rather, they let whoever they pro with do any and everything because whatever the reason is, and they don't hold them accountable. They don't do none of this stuff. And that's where I feel where the problem comes in at. Whatever we make our pro in is room for mistakes, problems, and all type of stuff. So nobody's innocent, no matter how pro you want to be. Nothing is innocent on either end, and everything has to get checked sometimes. Like if we gonna be pro anything, let's be pro accountability. Then what about that? Or be like I said, I'm pro. I'll be pro guy. If we want to make a pro on something, let it be something that's growth. You know what I'm saying? Because like the stuff that we be trying to make pro nowadays is destroying. That's all it is. Or just like how King worded earlier, be for something. You can be for something because your for can always change for something else. That's with anything. So yeah, that's my take on this pro situation, man. Because like I said, from what I seen, that's why I threw nowadays at the end. Nowadays, this pro situation is more um it's more of a problem or damaging to just life than just being a solution. And a lot of that stuff don't be a solution. Like I said, it's more of I'm part of this, whatever. And if you're not with it, it is what it. I mean, then I got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be like that. If we talking about this unity thing or whatever, and people got their own definitions of that too. Like if we trying to, the thing is, if we all trying to be on the same page as a human race, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, and I don't get the problem with not trying to get along as a human race, but we always I get the backlash on that. Well, other people don't like me. That mean you shouldn't like other people because they don't like you. Like, do that make you any of a better human? You know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody got to be the bigger person. People don't know what the heck that is nowadays. Well, because they do it, I'm going to do it, or something like that. But you know different. You just as trash as the next person that's talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Even when we be talking about even about the racist thing, we be thinking that they can only be racist and I can't. Like, dog, no, you doing the same exact thing. You spewing the same hatred as somebody else. So these things that we be talking about, acting like that we are the innocent people and the other people is not. All of us can be just like I was looking at earlier what Hobo put down and that's a true statement. We are enemies to ourselves most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I even said I don't even want to be pro me. Because like I can make mistakes. I can be pro trying to better myself or better my life. But the way I summed it up is I'd rather be pro. If we gonna be pro anything, I'll be pro God, pro whoever created me, pro. You know what I'm saying? Universe, whatever they want to call it. Be that.
something that's life long. You know what I'm saying? Existence long, because even life not gonna even last too long, but we still exist. And that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Pro memory, whatever you want to call it though. But like I said, that's my take on that situation, because it's like it is all this stuff is it ain't getting nowhere. We just gotta be for some like-mindedness, something. And even with that, everybody not gonna be the same mind as you either. You know, all of us living our life to the way we can best do it. You know what I'm saying? We try to help when we can. Some people only really trying to help themselves most of the time. But you know, this the life. This the life. All this stuff was meant to happen in this life. You know, I don't think it's no such thing as mistakes. Us hearing different things that happen in life, it's no mistakes. It's just part of life, man. If we can't control it, we can't do nothing about it. No point of complaining about it. Try to do what you best is what you can with what you got right now. That's just what it is. Do what's best for what you can do. And this even that term can get took out. I'm doing what's best for me, but also do what's best for you. That's not stepping on somebody else's shoe in the process, because a lot of people like to do that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing me and all this stuff, but then again, you affecting everybody else. Just like, oh, I'm hitting all these chicks out here, but then again, you're not thinking about how the other people's emotions is going with it. They can say that, oh, this not affecting me, but it ain't. We all humans. We get affected by any choices we make. So don't, because you so worried about getting your situation off, you're not caring about the next person. You're not caring. Just like people be trying to, oh, like even in jobs and stuff, they want to step on your toe and make it just to rise them up and stuff. But when the reverse Uno card hit, they hate, they dislike it. That's when they want to wish karma and all this other crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But people are very selfish. But I guess the whole thing out of that is like, man, we gotta try to have some type of progression and try to start sharing the stuff that the love that we got so called within ourselves. Try to share that. If you ain't got it, then try to figure a way to learn it, or get somebody to help you how to learn how to love yourself. Because sometimes we don't know how to figure out different point of views of how to do it. Because even with me, it took me, and because that's why I be meaning why we all need one another. We should rely on one another, but we all do need one another. And that's what I mean about that is, and like, shoot, it's so many ways. That's what diversity, the power of diversity, I'm always remember about that. It show you many different ways to get to whatever you trying to be like. You know what I'm saying? But you got to just you got to listen to everybody. Everybody got to listen to everybody. Or try to understand everybody, because like we don't know it all by ourselves. We just don't know. It just don't work like that. That's why we all hit life at different angles to learn from one another. Even when we learn from our past, we can learn from the people we created. Like we had children and stuff. Like learning is a forever thing until you in that grave. You know what I'm saying? So, but I guess I'm done, man. I ain't trying to go too far. I think it'll talk about tomorrow. I appreciate everybody that's in here. If y'all still in, say 63 people up in here. AJ pop in right when I'm about to hang up. But what's the deal, AJ? I want to say what's the deal? How you? Hope you all right and stuff. Yeah, I'm literally about to shut down now. Thank you for the rose, AJ. Uh, my man's King came in the building. I'm glad to see his face. I ain't seen him in about a good minute and stuff. I'm glad to know that he's still hanging in there and stuff, man. You know, God got us all, man. If people want to believe it or not, God got us all, man. I tell people, you ain't got to believe in, you don't have to believe in it, but they believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Some made us, some got us here to this day. So I know me myself, and only a humble mind would know this stuff or feel this way. Like, yeah, we ain't do all this on our own. None of us got here on our own. I know, like a lot of people want to take credit and stuff, but I look at it, that's an arrogant type mindset. Because I mean, I can't say that I did all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to something did this for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't about to do preaching like it's. But all right. Good night, AJ, man, and good night to the 63 people. If y'all not follow me. I'm gonna be on tomorrow, and catch y'all, man. I always tap the wrong button.